And let's start the show, y'all. What's poppin', everybody? And here we go. We are back today, second straight night, second night of a back-to-back situation. We beat down on the Atlanta Hawks, got our revenge, and now we gotta come back to New York. We're not in the Garden, but it is still a home game out there in Brooklyn. Tonight we take on the Brooklyn Nets, and what is technically a national TV game, so it should be a good game, but we know that tonight should be a beatdown. Tonight should be a celebration, a nice and easy night. Let's go ahead and end this one early because after tonight, the Knicks have Wednesday off. They have Thursday off. And then they have Friday off before they come back on the weekend, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday to end the weekend. But a nice 3-day off stint for a team that absolutely has looked tired the last couple of weeks. Now, last night against Atlanta, Tom Thibodeau did something crazy. He did something I didn't think he was possible of doing. He played a regular 9-man rotation, and the guys looked good and ready to go down the stretch. Anunoby did get up to 41 minutes, and he did look very exhausted towards the end. But he was the best matchup for Jalen Johnson at the time. He did a fantastic job on Jalen Johnson. So tonight, the guy should be ready to go. This is Mikal Bridges' first game back in Brooklyn since the trade. Now, he's probably not going to get the greatest of receptions, but we should be looking to feed Mikal Bridges, who, by the way, only had to play about, 27 minutes the other night, 28 minutes. So his minutes were way down against Atlanta. I'm ready to see a rejuvenated Mikal Bridges tonight, looking to kind of dig it in on Brooklyn a little bit, who kind of kicked him out the door, them Brooklyn fans, because they weren't too fond of him, especially him going to New York now. Anyway, tonight should be a nice, easy win. What's poppin', everybody? Mr. Sports, Noah Linden. This is a tanking, absolutely tanking Brooklyn Nets team. So while Brooklyn probably wants to play well against their crosstown rivals, the New York Knicks, big brother, they want to show up and at least play them. They've been absolutely getting blown out recently. They did have a close game against the Lakers, but I'm expecting this to not be a close game. Knicks are way better. They're healthier. Everybody's playing. Towns, Hart, both in the lineup. Both were questionable or probable before coming in. So I'm expecting them to just roll tonight. The starting lineup for the Nets, D'Angelo Russell, Keon Johnson, Cam Johnson, Noah Clowney, and Nick Claxton. Okay. I think the Knicks have advantage in literally every single position. MBM, Noah Linden, Mike, Ricardo Cepeda, Mr. Sports, Mark, of course, Susan, of course, Lionel Monis, Omar, Daniel Berry Sports, Susan. Appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody. Rob Jaworski, what's up, Rob? Mike, Nick Yak. All the usuals. Karen, of course. Appreciate you guys. I really, really do appreciate you guys. Ricardo Brothway, we got both Ricardos in the chat. Justice's dad, Eamon Owis. What's poppin', everybody? I appreciate you guys. Let's get to the game. Like I said, I'm expecting a nice, easy night. Let's let it be a celebration. Let's just come out, dominate this team from the jump. Everybody has a good night. We got nothing to complain about. Guys on the bench play well. Let's get to it. Epic So Fly. What's up, Epic? Here we go. The Nets win the tip because Karl Anthony Towns, for whatever reason, never wins a tip ball. But here we go. Claxton has it up top, hands it off to Keon Johnson. Johnson up top, gets it over to Claxton. Claxton on the left wing, being guarded by Towns. A little bit of a slow start for the Nets. A lot of standing around for them right now. They get it up top to Johnson, and Johnson throws it out of bounds. Looking for Noah Clowney on the wing. And a miscommunication to start the game for the Nets. Come on, Knicks. Start me off nice and early. Let's start it off easy. Brunson hands it off to Bridges over to Towns. Towns up top. Hits Brunson cutting back door. Brunson, a little mid-range pull-up jumper. And he banks it in. A little toilet bowl for Brunson to start the game, but he did get the shot to go down. I like it. Knicks knocking down their first basket of the game is always a good way to start. Keon Johnson attacking Towns, goes to the reverse layup. Looks like Towns probably got a piece of it. And here comes Brunson pushing the other way. Brunson up top, bringing it down on the left wing. Fakes the handoff to Hart, blows past the defense, pocket pass to Bridges, coming down, ball knocked out of his hands, and it's going to remain with the Knicks. was a beautiful pass and a beautiful cut. Just couldn't get the finish there. Would have been nice to open up the game with 2 backdoor cuts like this. Cat will probably have 35 points, Noah. Somebody's going to go off for 30-plus. Towns faces up, mid-range jumper, off the back rim, can't get it to go. I don't know about Towns, just because he's still dealing with that hand-thumb sprain injury. And in transition off the Towns miss, Cam Johnson gets a wide-open lane to the basket. Nice pass from D'Angelo Russell to hit him in stride. And the Nets open it up with a nice, easy basket to start. Bridges on the right wing. Gets it up top to Towns. Hands it back off the Bridges. Coming to his left. He's got space. Kicks it out to Anunoby, who pump fakes, driving to his right. Stops in the mid-range. Leaves it off for Josh Hart in the mid-post in the right wing. He's got D'Angelo Russell on him. Back up top to Anunoby for a 3. OG Anunoby gets us started with our first 3-point shot of the game. And OG's been off recently. We attribute a lot of it to rest. That's our suspicion. He's been off from the perimeter. We know he's a knockdown 3-point shooter. He's been in an extended slump here, but he got that one to go down. Nick Claxton gets it inside. Little up and under move. Tried to get it over Brunson. You got to be stronger than that, Nick Claxton. He misses it. Josh Hart pushing the other way. Almost lost it. Gets it out to Anunoby. He's looking to go one-on-one here against Cam Johnson. Has it in the post. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. Extra pass to Towns. Towns feeds it down low to Anunoby. And they're featuring Anunoby right now. He looks aggressive and ready to go. Played 41 minutes last night. Played the most amount of minutes of any Knicks player last night. And he's come out here in the first quarter like, get me the ball. I'm going in. I like it. I like it. Tonight should be the kind of night where hopefully Anunoby can get a little bit more rest. We do have the 3 days off coming up, so I'm not going to harp on the minutes police tonight, just as long as we get a nice, easy win. Towns driving it down, kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson sets his feet and fires, and he rattles in a 3 to start the game. You just had a feeling that one was going down. You just had a feeling. And I didn't even credit Anunoby with his previous 3. Sire Love, what's up, Sire? Angela Harding, what's up, Angela? Clowney has it up top. Off the handoff from Nick Claxton. Airballs a 3, Noah Clowney does. This is not a good start for the Nets. Angela Harding said, how was your day? Day was pretty solid. Didn't feel great when I woke up. Had a massive headache, but took some Tylenol and we're ready to go. We're ready to go. Little nap too. Josh Hart over the top to Towns. Oh, I didn't think he was going to be able to get that. I thought there was going to be a bad pass from Josh Hart. He just caught it on the wing, threw that thing up there to Karl-Anthony Towns, and he throws it down with 2 hands. And it's 10-2 to start the game. A little over 9 minutes to go. Cam Johnson a deep 3, and he gets it to go. Cam Johnson is going to be a great reward for whatever contending team looks to trade for him, because he should be traded for it. He's a very good role player. Towns being wasted on this Nets team right now. Towns has it up top, being guarded by Claxton. Towns trying to feed it down low to Bridges. Inside past the Bridges. They bring a double team, and he gets pushed out of bounds. And Bridges, Towns communicating there about what Bridges saw before the pass from Towns, saying you put me in a bad spot there, probably. Ronnie Saunders, what's up, Ronnie? Bridges has it up top, being guarded by Johnson. Cam Johnson, that is. Gets it over to Towns. Towns faces up, a deep straightaway 3, well short. Cam Johnson with the rebound. Gets it over to Russell. Russell bringing it down against Bridges. Splits the defense, kicks it out to Cam Johnson. Sets his feet, fires a deep straightaway 3. Can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Quick outlet to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down on the right wing. Hesitation move. Putting his head down. Backing down Cam Johnson in the post. Stops, turns, fall away. Right wing. Comes up short. Bounces on the rim a couple of times. Brunson hits the floor. And the Nets are off and running the other way. D'Angelo Russell up top. Cross court to Clowney in the left corner for a 3. And his second straight air ball from 3. Noah Clowney's getting off to a rough start here. Josh Hart over to Bridges on the left wing for 3. Rattles it in. I like Mikal Bridges. No hesitation. Rise up. No hitching that jump shot right now. Ooh, nothing but net for our guy Mikal Bridges, who has been playing well. My guy, Mikal Bridges, is hooping right now. Nick Claxton has it up top. Hands it off to Russell, coming to his right off the handoff, driving it down in the paint, puts up a high floater, can't get it to go. Towns with a rebound, quick outlet to Josh Hart. Knicks are off and running, leaves it off for Brunson on the left wing, in transition for a 3, another one, way off, but Anunoby right there for the offensive rebound and put back, yes sir. Some serendipity for OG Anunoby, gets another basket. I like it, a 15-5 start is exactly where we wanted to be. We want this to be a nice and easy blowout win for the Knicks here tonight. Nice and easy. Charlie, what's up, Charlie? No prisoners tonight, Mike. Absolutely. Charlie said Shaq don't like Mikal's shooting adjustment. I don't like Shaq commenting on anybody's shooting. How about that? Shaq can't be talking about anybody shooting when he shoots the ball like this. Come on, Shaq. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Ronnie Saunders, 54 wins. 54 wins. I mean, they're on pace for about 54 wins, right? In order to get to 54 wins, that means you have to have, what? 28 losses. And the Knicks right now are sitting on, what? 16 losses? Instead of guessing, how about I just open up the standings? I mean, there's going to be the kind of night, y'all, where I think we could really just kind of go off the top and just talk about whatever we want, because I don't expect this to be an all that entertaining game outside of like the funness of having our guys blow out another group of guys, because this should be a blowout, and so far 15-5, just a couple of minutes into the game, it's trending that way. The Knicks right now are 28-16, so yes, they're trending. I think they're right on pace for 54 wins, right on pace. AP, what's up, AP? Rob said Shaq was a 50% free throw shooter. Yeah, I don't think Shaq needed a lot of help with his form. I don't know what he knows about form. And by the way, since that slow start from Mikal Bridges, you could tell Shaq doesn't watch any basketball, doesn't pay attention to anything going around the league, because since that slow start from Mikal Bridges, he's been shooting it the way he's always shot it throughout his career. Right? That has been a long, long dead conversation. Ronnie Saunders said Mitch is going to put us over. I think people who are heavily in favor of trading Mitch, I understand people being in favor of trading Mitch. Absolutely understand that. Even if I'm not a fan of it because Mitch is my favorite player on the team, I'm biased. But I think people are still underestimating the value that Mitchell Robinson has. Like when he got hurt last year, he was having the best season of his career and was on track to be in conversations for Defensive Player of the Year and making the All-Defense team. Like, bringing that guy back, getting that guy, I know it doesn't fit under, like now we have like an offensive-minded center in Karl Anthony Towns, and our offense and our play style is surrounded around having an offensive-minded center. But there's not a better backup you could ask for right now. There's not. It's Mitchell Robinson. He is the best big man on the market. And the best thing the Knicks can do is just get him back fully healthy and ready to go. By all accounts, he is getting healthy and he's ramping up and he's doing well, and he'll be back at some point over the course of the next 3 weeks. I think he'll be all right. Mike said Buffalo's going to the bowl. We'll see. It might be Buffalo's year. It might be. All right, here we go. We're back into it. Russell has it up top. Dancing with it, being guarded by Bridges. Tries to snake the pick and roll. Ball knocked out of his hands. He has to go back to pick it up. He has it up top. Still being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his right. Now crossing over to his left. Getting right past Karl Anthony Towns and hits the reverse layup over Josh Hart. Come on, Towns. Come on. He dribbled it off his foot the previous possession and hits you with the exact same move, except he didn't dribble it off his foot that time. Brunson hands it off to Bridges. Over to Josh Hart. Hands it off to Anunoby. Back up top to Brunson. Brunson up top being guarded by a young man who I don't know who he is. Brunson picks his dribble up, steps through, kicks it out to Anunoby, being guarded by Russell. He spins to his left, putting his head down, attacking, gets to the basket, knocked out of his hands, and it's going back to Brooklyn. Just under 7 minutes to go. Russell has it up top. Gets it over to Nick Claxton, back to Russell. Russell being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left. Dancing around the Nick Claxton screen. Now coming to his right. Picks his dribble up. Kicks it out to Cam Johnson. Bridges switches on to Johnson. He's driving to his right. Loses it. Josh Hart picks it up. And the Knicks are off and running the other way. Brunson has it on the right wing. I got to look up who some of these guys are for the Nets. I got to make sure I have that open. Towns over the top to Anunoby, who kicks it out to Bridges in the left corner for a three. Knock me down. Oh, can't get it to go. And Jalen Wilson with the rebound. That's who it is. Cam Johnson bringing it down to the corner now, attacking behind the back, step back, jumper along the baseline. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart with the rebound. Hit ahead to Bridges. Bridges, a pull-up three on the left wing, comes up short. Didn't love that shot. I wish he would have just looked to attack Bridges. Not great defenders back there. Jalen Wilson bringing it down, gets it over to Nick Claxton up top. Claxton putting his head down, attacking Towns, leaning in, puts it up with the left hand off glass, gets it to go. And Towns holding, flexing the hand, holding his sternum, Tough physical move from Nick Claxton. Don't like to see that. I don't like to see that. And the Knicks haven't scored since coming out of that timeout. Got to get a basket here. Come on, run some good offense. Josh Hart has it up top being guarded by Noah Clowney. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right, off a screen. They show two defenders over to Bridges. Bridges swing through along the baseline. Shovels it out to Anunoby, wide open, left corner three. Comes up short, but Josh Hart with the long rebound. Pulling it all the way back out. Hands it off to Bridges, over to Towns. Towns hits Bridges, coming back door, and he gets an easy layup out of it. The ball movement, the player movement. After that handoff from Josh Hart, the ball never hit the floor again. And there were 3 passes in that possession. Beautiful, beautiful. D'Angelo Russell trying to probe his way down low, flips it up, gets the little floater to go, a little flip shot floater to go after the step through over Mikal Bridges and gets the and one. Come on, Mikal. He got him with that one. He got him with that one. You can tell by my tone that I am not worried or concerned about this game one bit. I'm ready to be excited because Mikal Bridges will at one point hit like 3 threes in a row. Or Brunson will go off and score like 8 points in a row. Or Towns will hit 2 threes in a row. We'll be like, ah! That'll be the only excitement we get from this game because this is not going to be a close game. It's 17-11 right now, but the way things have gone, I'm expecting this to not come down to the wire the way the Hawks game did. Russell does knock down his and one free throw, and the Knicks will bring it down. Deuce McBride and the pressure of the two will have subbed in for, of course, Towns and Bridges. Brunson steps back inside to Achua, and he lays it up and in. No, they call the offensive foul in the Achua screen, I believe. You couldn't even hear the whistle. But no basket. AB said, Brooklyn always plays this stuff. They do. They do. But, man, are they lowly right now. And Achua just did absolutely run over D'Angelo Russell. He absolutely did do that. Mike said, get it down low to Cat. Not if he's compromised. Not if he's compromised. Not against the Nets. We don't got to force it with Towns against the Nets. Let him rest. Let him get them 3 days off in. Just fully healthy with that hand. You know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Cam Johnson gets it over to Wilson. Extra pass in the corner. I wish I knew who that was. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to look up his name. Shout out to the kid who hit the 3. Or maybe he's old. I don't know. I don't know anything about him. They put a close-up to his face, and I didn't know who he was. So I'm going to have to look up his name, give him his proper rights. He did hit that 3. Brunson has it up top. Dancing with it against Wilson in the paint. Scoop layup with the right hand. Can't get it to go. A little too much there, Brunson. Day'Ron Sharpe bringing it down. Hands it off to... Is that Wilson? That is Wilson. Hands it off to Clowney, driving it in to McBride. Now over the top to Day'Ron Sharpe in the high post. A lot of passing, but not getting down the lane. Ball knocked out of Sharpe's hands. Hands it off to Cam Johnson. Achua switches onto him. He's driving to his left. The mid-range fall-away jumper over Achua. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart chases down the long rebound. He's pushing the other way. He's going to put his head down. Now he's going to pull it back out. Shovels it over to Anunoby. Takes the contact. Can't get it to go. Fight for the offensive rebound. But the Nets pull it out, and here they come pushing the other way. Home run pass. And the same kid who hit the 3 gets the layup. I'm going to have to look up his name now, so I can properly give him his credit. Unless y'all know his name. I'm sure they've called it out. But I can't hear the commentary too well. That is Tyrese Martin. Never heard of him, but he's open right now. He's 2 for 2. Shout out to him. Shout out to Tyrese Martin. And the Nets have tied it up at 17. Come on, Knicks. Come on. Josh Hart, beautiful pass inside to Achua, who gets the lefty layup to go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? This is a game that the bench should be playing. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's got to be a big bench game here today. Tyrese Martin driving it down. Beautiful drop-off pass to Day'Ron Sharpe. And it looks like McBride maybe got a piece of it. At least deterred Day'Ron Sharpe, a center. Deuce McBride, excellent rim protection. And Anunoby bringing it back out over to Josh Hart. He's going to set his feet and fire a 3. I don't like that shot, Josh Hart. We don't got to force it. Only shoot the open ones. Why are you going to shoot the contested ones? We don't got to. Work that ball around. Jalen Wilson, beautiful crossover move, gets into the paint, kicks it out to Noah Clowney. He shot 2 air balls to start it, and he knocks that one down. Wide open standstill 3 for him as the Nets take the lead. Maybe I'm underestimating the Nets. They take a lead here, 15-4 run over the last 5 minutes for the Nets, and they're making it a game. I didn't want this to be a game, but the Nets are making it a game. Hats off to them. Let's see if they can keep it up. Are the Knicks going to disappoint us? Inside pass to Josh Hart. Inside pass to Achua. Swings it out to Anunoby. Back up top to Josh Hart. Set his feet 5 from 3 straight away. And he knocks it down, getting the 3 points right back. Spike Lee is in the building. Cameron's always got to pan over to Spike Lee. Cam Johnson has it up top, being guarded by Brunson. Crosses over to his left off a Day'Ron Sharpe screen. Bending off Brunson as a defender. He's putting his head down, attacking, getting to the paint, and gets fouled by Precious Achiuwa. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws, but it looks like we're going to get a pause in the action. We're under 2 minutes to go, and the Knicks with only a 2-point lead right now, 22-20. It's going back and forth just a little bit, but that Knicks offense looked a little putrid. I'm not going to lie. I'm expecting Campaign to come to the game at some point. Campaign's been on a bit of a heater. Take Brunson out, put Campaign in. We need a burst of energy right now. We need a burst of energy. We need to change the pace up. CP, what's up, CP? My guy from True Mets Talk. It should be an easy night, but so far, the Nets are making it somewhat interesting to start. Abe said, Knicks not running over anyone. They better win this because take a look at what's coming up. Yeah, well, we have the 3 days off, which is nice, but we do have a red-hot Sacramento team coming in. We got a very good Memphis Grizzlies team coming in. You guys know what I think of the Memphis Grizzlies. I think they're very good. Very, very good. Top tier in the league. And then we got the Denver Nuggets, who are probably coming in looking for some modicum of revenge. They're dealing with a couple of injuries here and there. But the way Jokic is playing, again, MVP level, winner of 3 of the last 4 MVPs. Should have won the last 4 MVPs, let's be real. Embiid cried his way to an MVP trophy. But he's still playing at an elite level, if not having one of the best seasons of his career. Alongside Russell Westbrook, a little bit of a resurgent Russell Westbrook, who's played very well alongside of him, so that game's not going to be easy either. But we do have the 3 days off. I'm going to keep harping on the 3 days off because, we harp on the fact that this team has looked tired. So I'm going to harp on the fact that, okay, they got some rest time coming up. Mike said we got to play defense, for sure. For sure. This Knicks team has looked its best when the defense has clicked. Same way they did last night. The reason why they beat that Atlanta team, the defense locked in. Defense locked in first. And the offense was able to pick up after that. Part of the reason why the defense locked in, Mikal Bridges was excellent last night against Trae Young as the point of attack defender. But everyone was very good. Anunoby absolutely locked down Jalen Johnson, who's had a fantastic season. Most improved player. My bad. My bad, dog. You're good. Most improved, in conversation for most improved player this year, Jalen Johnson. He's been fantastic. Ricardo said, I'm not worried about Jokic. We have Cat, the Jokic stopper. I mean, did well against them in the playoffs, did well against them in the one game we played them so far this year. I wouldn't say he's a Jokic stopper. There is no stopping the best players in the league. Ask Dyson Daniels about being called the Brunson stopper after the first 2 games of the season against Brunson, right? How'd it go last night? Weekend at Bernie's. What's up, Bernie? Mark Shaman and Payne are in. They should. They should be. I like Tom Thibodeau going back to Shaman. I like him going back to Shaman in the rotation. Now, I don't particularly love the 9-man, or I do love the 9-man rotation. I don't particularly love Tom Thibodeau going to a 4-man bench lineup consistently, and that's the only time the bench guys get to play, is when they're out there together. It's not great, but look, as long as he's utilizing the bench, I'll complain about the rotations later on. Let's just get these guys on the court. Karl-Anthony Towns is going to remain out there with the bench unit. Cam Johnson knocks down his first free throw. He got one more coming. He could tie it up here at 22. Cam Johnson knocked down the first one, and he knocks down the second one. He's a knockdown free throw shooter, to be expected. Now the Knicks will bring it down, tied at 22, with under 2 minutes to go. And Martin fouls McBride, foul on the floor. Not a whole lot of fouls being called in this game right now. We do have the 4 bench guys out there with Karl-Anthony Towns as the lone starter. I do like pulling Karl-Anthony Towns early just to bring him back in later. I do like that. I do like that here in the first quarter. McBride's gonna drive all the way down, try to throw it down in traffic. Don't love that decision. Maybe just lay it up there, McBride. The Nets bringing it down the other way. Marin in the paint, leaves it off for, I'm going to have to look up this young man's name as well. Jalen Wilson has it, being guarded by Payne. Kicks it out to Keon Johnson. Attacking McBride off the bounce, coming to his left, leans in. Another foul call and another and one for the Nets. And the Knicks not capable of keeping the Nets out of the paint off the dribble. Starting to become a problem. Come on, McBride. Come on. Let me look up this young man on the Nets' name now. Got to give these guys their proper respect. Oh, he used to be a Grizzly. I remember him. Tosan Evboumwan. Let's call him Ev. Tosan Ev. Keon Johnson missed his free throw. Campaign has it and gets fouled on the floor before the shot attempt. Chris Rowe, what's up, Chris? Reminding people, hit the like button. Hit the thumbs up button to like the stream. I appreciate you, Chris. I appreciate you. If you're in the stream right now and you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please go ahead. Hit that thumbs up button, like the stream. It is the best way to support the stream. Best way to spread the news of the stream is to hit the like button, hit the share button. The best way. Very much appreciated, guys. Thank you. Campaign is at the foul line, even though it was a foul on the floor. He's at the foul line because the Knicks are in the bonus. Both teams in the bonus right now. He knocks down the first one. Yak said the lineup works because Cat and Payne are together. When Payne is playing well, yes, for sure. Raymond Vasquez, what's up, Raymond? Payne knocks down both of his free throws. Ties it back at 24. And 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Jalen Wilson bringing it down. Has it up top, being guarded by Payne. Gets it over to Day'Ron Sharpe. Over to Keon Johnson. A step back three. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Sharpe had it. Lost it. And a foul on the floor by Karl-Anthony Towns. It's going to send Sharpe to the foul line for 2 free throws. Fighting for the loose ball. Fighting for the rebound. Day'Ron Sharpe. Day'Ron Sharpe's the kind of player that will eventually, at some point in his career, probably get traded to a really good team. And he's going to be a really productive backup big man for them. And everybody's going to be like, how the hell did they get that guy for 2 second-round picks or whatever? And it's just, no one watches the Nets and no one knows how good Day'Ron Sharpe is. Day'Ron Sharpe's a really good backup big man in this league. Damn good backup big man in this league. One of the best backup big men in this league right now. Avy said the game's not over yet. Unfortunately, no. The Knicks built up a 10-point lead earlier in the game, and now, all of a sudden, the Nets are leading by 2 after Sharpe knocked down both of them free throws. Campaign, a deep left wing 3. In and out, can't get it to stay. Tosan Evboumwan with the rebound. Ev bringing it down in the paint, over the top to Sharpe. Power dribble, down low, lost it. Payne picks it up, and now we're pushing the other way. We should get an easy one here. The Nets do a good job of getting back. The hesitation move from Payne, dribbling it down, losing it, picks him back up, and he steps out of bounds at the last second. Some reckless play right now from our Knicks. 25 seconds to go. Angela Harding said, what's going on here? Come on, Knicks. No time to slow down. Weekend at Bernie said, another game Brunson is going to have to take over eventually. Probably, but that's the league. Sometimes you just need your stars to step up to be a star. And with Cat compromised with a hand injury, it's going to have to be Brunson. And Brunson's been on a bit of a heater, so it is what it is. Shamit guarding the dribble penetration. They swing it around. A 3-point shot from the Nets. Can't get it to go. A long rebound. Ev falls on it. Tipped up. And Achua knocks it away. And that's going to be the end of the quarter. And the Nets take a 2-point lead into the second quarter. And the Nets are being feisty. And they're playing well. The Knicks with only 24 points in the quarter is not a good quarter for this offense. Third best offense in the league. Top 3 offense in the league. Not good enough to only put up 24 points against the bad Nets defense. Now, they're playing hard. They're playing scrappy. I think Mark said it earlier. The Nets always look to play the Knicks hard, and the Knicks always look to play the Nets hard. That's just how a rivalry works. It doesn't matter who's good, who's bad. But at some point, talent is going to take over in this game. First quarter, can't lie, I'm somewhat disappointed the Knicks couldn't manage to take a lead into the second quarter, but I'm not worried about this game. The Knicks are going to win it, blow them out. It's not going to be a big deal. Anthony Hollowell, what's up, Anthony? Ben Simmons averages like 7-something assists. He would have been helpful. I think the Nets are better off if Ben Simmons just takes the rest of the year off. The numbers are there for Ben Simmons, sure, in terms of the assists, like you said. But he's not playing defense. He's not helping team camaraderie, and he's not doing anything off ball for you. Not rebounding, not doing anything. You're better off playing better big men who will do the dirty work that Ben Simmons won't. And I'll leave it at that. Sorry, Anthony. But I think it's very unlikely we even see Ben Simmons in the league next year. NBM said, can't sleep on our little brother. They're taking it to the Knicks right now. They're hanging in there. They did have a close game against the Lakers recently after a couple of stints of some big blowouts. But, that might be the theme of tonight's stream, of tonight's game in general. Like, the Nets tend to want to play well against Big Brother, right? Ronnie Saunders said the Knicks should have got Westbrook. No, Ronnie. No. Part of the reason why Westbrook is playing so well is he's also playing alongside the best player on the planet right now in Jokic. He's having a very good season, but would not be all that helpful to the Knicks. Angela Harding, they need to step up soon. Sure, it's a 48-minute basketball game. Got 12 minutes out of the way. Robin Shaw, what's up, Robin? Ronnie said yes, he would. Hey, man, ask every other team that had Westbrook before the Nuggets did. How did it work out for them? Ronnie Saunders said Westbrook is a dog. Like I said, ask every other team that employed Russell Westbrook before the Nuggets got him. He's been on like 7 teams now. He is a dog, but there's only so much that can help a team. Put him alongside Jokic that can take advantage of his cutting the way he does, and cool. Campaign bringing it down. Here we go. Start the second quarter. Being guarded by Martin. Payne adds it up top. We still got the same lineup of the 4 bench guys with Towns. Campaign, they leave him wide open straightaway 3, knock me down. Campaign can't get it to go, but Towns with an offensive rebound, and he gets to put back to go over Claxton. All right. Decent way to start. Martin has it up top, being guarded by Shamit. Gets it over to Ev Boumwan. Boumwan up top to Martin. Martin coming to his right off a Claxton screen, driving it down. Shamit chasing in the paint. Gets caught in the air, throws it away. Achua with the pick off. Campaign, cross court to McBride on the right wing for a transition 3. Line me up, gets it to go. Yes, sir. Deuce McBride, welcome to the game. First basket of the game, gets it to go. From 3-point range. Jalen Wilson up top on the left wing, being guarded by Payne. Coming to his right off the screen. Fends off Campaign. And they call the offensive foul on Jalen Wilson. For whatever reason, you rarely see that call nowadays. All right, offensive players just seems to have some liberty of just shoving off defensive players. It's weird. Call that. How else are you supposed to stay in front of guys if you're also allowing offensive players to just shove defensive players? Knicks with a 3-point lead. Payne gets it up top to Towns. Catches, pump fakes, driving to his right. He's going to step back with it. He's going to hand it off to McBride. Catches, swing through to his left, driving it down, kicks it out. Achua, left corner 3. I don't like that, but he rattles it in. The Achua corner 3-point shot makes the return. Okay, Precious, okay. He has indeed been working on that 3-point shot. It's been a while since we've seen a corner 3 from Precious, but he got that one to go. No hesitation to. I like it. Wilson swings it over to Johnson. Cam Johnson on the left wing, being guarded by McBride. Coming to his right off a Claxton screen, putting his head down, attacking. Scoop layup with the right hand, gets it to go off glass. Cam Johnson saying, I'm not just a 3-point shooter. Put my head down, get to the basket too. Campaign has it up top, being guarded by Boumwan. Campaign swings it over to Shamit in the corner to McBride. McBride calling for a screen, coming to his left. Cam Johnson switches onto him. McBride dancing with it. In the corner to Shamit. Swing through along the baseline, goes up, gets caught in the air, kicks it out. Achua, another 3. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Martin with the rebound, and here comes Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson going to be picked up by Shamit. Shamit going to apply some pressure here. Quick crossover to his left, driving it down, snaking it back to his right hand at the foul line. Stops, pump fakes, kicks it over to Claxton. Claxton in the high post, left wing, jab step, and they call a travel on Claxton. Sliding them puppies all over the place before he put the ball on the floor. Tried to hit him with a jab step, but instead he went. And then he tried to go. I don't know what that was about, Nick Claxton. You got to get back in the gym, my man. Cam Payne up top, driving to his right. Hesitation move, driving it down, leaves it off for Achua for a nice two-handed jam. Cam Payne doing a good job of breaking down the defense so far. Three-point shot has not gone down for Cam Payne, but you can do a lot more than that. I like him getting into the paint and dishing off to his teammates. Jalen Wilson driving it down against Towns. A lot of contact, no foul call. Ball knocked around. Nets pick it back up, and then McBride takes it out of his hands, but they call a foul on Cam Payne on the reach-in. Knicks with a 6-point lead right now. 9 minutes to go in the second. Bench doing a good job of giving the Knicks the lead before the starters come back in eventually. If Boumwan swings it out, Cam Johnson for a straightaway three. Comes up short. Towns with a nice strong rebound, and he's going to bring it down. Towns hands it off to McBride, who's got space. Stops, steps back, a straightaway three. Looks like he had his toe on the line, and I think that's a long two. It is a long two for Deuce McBride. Couldn't get that foot behind the line, but the Knicks are on a 12-2 run, and they're going to call a timeout. They're going to call a timeout. And the bench doing an excellent job right now, giving them an 8-point lead. Giving them an 8-point lead after the starters allowed the Nets to climb back into it. Shout out to the bench, man. Shout out to the bench. Peter Merritt, what's up, Peter? Kay Hazy, what's up, Kay Hazy? Kiana Bryan, what's up, Kiana? If you guys can coach better than the New York Knickerbockers head coach, then why are you not a head coach in the NBA? Talk to them, Kiana. Talk to them. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She says, stop talking about my coach. I appreciate that energy, Kiana. We need more positive energy around Tom Thibodeau. Listen, he has his flaws, but I do not want him fired. I will criticize Tom Thibodeau. That does not mean I want him fired. Talk to them, Kiana. Absolutely. I love the energy. I absolutely love that energy. Nick Yak said he needed that three to relax. We talking about McBride? The last three that McBride hit, he did hit one earlier in that quarter. But the last three he hit, his toe was on the line, so technically a two, unfortunately. But it was from three-point range. So he's feeling a little bit. I like the way Deuce has played. I like the way the bench has played. Shamit's not really giving us anything, but I think I'm out on Shamit giving us anything at this point. Just be a really nice innings eater, essentially, right? Just give the starters enough time to rest. And I think he's doing a solid enough job of that at the very least, right? Kiana Bryan said, I'm a guy and my mom named me. Shout out to Kiana Bryan. Am I saying your name right? Is it Kiana? James Cockfair, what's up, James? I'm so glad nobody on this chat has any influence with Knicks management. Oh, me too. Me too, James. I'm happy I have no influence with Knicks management because I would absolutely make nothing but emotional decisions. Absolutely. Yeah, I meant pressures with Cat. Pressures with Cat works because of the three-point shooting. I get you. Kiona. It's unisex. I got you. Kiona. I was saying it Kiana, which maybe is the same. I don't know, but phonetically you spell it out Kiona, so I'll call you Kiona. Casey said same. I'd be a medicine management. Absolutely. I would absolutely make nothing but emotional decisions. Guy would go through a slump, and I'd be like, how dare you let me down? Pack your bags, buddy. Here we go. We're back into it. D'Angelo Russell's back in the game for the Nets. And the Knicks still with the same lineup out there. I like Tom Thibodeau giving the bench extended run right now. Cam Johnson fending his way into the mid-range. A pull-up jumper over McBride. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Nick Claxton had it and gets fouled by Shamet. Josh Hart coming back in. McBride and Achua to the bench. Okay, long stretch here for Karl Anthony Towns. Can we get him back to the bench, please? At some point? D'Angelo Russell, a pull-up three off the screen. Splashes in nothing but net. Cutting the lead down to 5. Payne bringing it down. We got Payne, Bridges, Hart, Towns, and Shamet. Payne over the top to Towns. Towns, swing through to his left, driving it down, takes the contact, flips up to the basket, gets the floater to go. No foul call. He's looking for it, but at least he got the shot to go down. Cam Johnson on the right wing, up top to Russell. Swing through to his left, driving it down, cross-court pass. At Boumwan in the corner, pump fakes, gets into the mid-range, a little fall-away jumper, comes up short. Josh Hart with the rebound, shot out of a cannon, pushing the other way. Nets do a good job getting back on defense, leaves it for Towns, driving it down, putting his head down, attacking, draws the foul, gets the bank shot floater to go down too. Karl Anthony Towns said, I'm going to force you to call this foul. I'm going to do it again. Watch this. And he did. Same shot, same results, except this time he's going to the foul line for one more free throw, as he should. Mark said Towns heating up. Yes, he is. AP House Towns he's looking solid. He's looking solid. So far between last night, and tonight, I've only seen Karl Anthony Towns, and it was earlier in this game, kind of flexed the right hand a little bit. That's the hand he injured with the thumb and the fingers. You got something wrapped up, the wrist, the bone chip, whatever it was. I've only seen him flex it and hold it one time. Outside of that, he's looked solid. And he's at the foul line now. And he extends the Knicks lead to a 10-point lead. Ties their largest lead of the game at 10 points. 7:30 to go here in the second quarter. It is 41-31. D'Angelo Russell has it up top, being guarded by Payne, being guarded by Bridges, excuse me. Brunson has checked back in. Russell down the lane, puts up a floater so far off, it hit the other side of the backboard, didn't even hit the rim. And Day'Ron Sharpe was right there for an offensive rebound and gets fouled by, I believe, OG Anunoby. Towns was also in the vicinity. The camera pans over to Karl Anthony Towns, which makes me think the foul is on him. But either way, Day'Ron Sharpe is going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Bernard Johnson, what's up, Bernard? Bernie, Towns is big time. I mean, he's shown up exactly the exact times the Knicks have needed him to show up, man. He's been one of our most consistent players this season. Biggest criticism of him is his lack of consistency with defense, but overall, couldn't have asked for a better start to his Knicks tenure. Day'Ron Sharpe knocks down both of his free throws. And Brunson's going to bring it down. The Knicks with their 5 starters back out there. As Anunoby is also checked back in. Brunson driving to his right. Kicks it over to Bridges. Right corner 3. No hesitation. Splashes in nothing but net. A corner 3 from Mikal Bridges. And the Knicks offense seems to be humming right now. Moving and grooving. Let's do it. Let's do it. 44-33. Knicks with an 11-point lead. Largest lead of the game. Jalen Wilson has it up top. Bullet pass over to Day'Ron Sharpe, and it's off. And Josh Hart picks it off because, of course, he does. Josh Hart bringing it down, pushing the pace over to Bridges. Oh, behind the back to the basket. Gets blocked by Day'Ron Sharpe. A little too fancy. And the Nets are off and running. Leaves it off for Noah Clowney. It was a 3-on-1, and they end up with a nice, easy dunk out of it. Brunson's bringing it down against Wilson. He has it up top. We're going to slow it down, look for a good shot here. 9-point game. Brunson driving to his right. Knicks with a lot of momentum. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. Josh Hart, a lot to Towns, and he mishandles the catch. Couldn't come down with it, and it goes out of bounds. Maybe the pass at the rim, as the commentators just said. Day'Ron Sharpe has it up top, gets it over to Russell, being guarded by Bridges. Driving to his right, putting his head down, attacking, fending off Bridges, stops, pump fakes, kicks it in the corner. At Boom Wan for a three. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Brunson grabs it. Brunson bringing it down. Dancing with it against Wilson. Euro stepping down the lane. Kicks it over to Josh Hart. Extra pass to Anunoby. He pump fakes. He's going to drive it down. Hop step. Puts it up. Can't get it to go, but he does draw the foul on Wilson. It's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. I like the aggressiveness. A hop step attack of the rim for Anunoby. You rarely see that from Anunoby. He said, screw the 2 steps. I'm a hop step and explode to the basket. He drew the foul. Relic of the Soul. What's up, Relic? Kevin Patrick Hogan. What's up, Kevin? Strong win. No injuries today. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ronnie Saunders said, Mitch, come back if we get a win streak. I hope. Anunoby knocks down his first free throw. He's got one more coming. K. Hayes said, OG's learning. He'll get there. I think these 3 days off is going to benefit OG Anunoby the most out of anybody in this team. For sure. Russell bringing it down. Gets it over to Sharp. Sharp looking to get it to somebody in the Nets, standing around. Finally hands it off to Russell. Coming to his right off a Sharp screen. Puts up the 3. Flopped a little bit looking for a foul. Maybe there was some contact, but either way, he airballs it. Hit ahead to Bridges, who drives it down, gets the foul, and misses the little floater. It was wide open, but just off the side of the rim. Couldn't get it to stay down. But he will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Yak said, we talked about how bad his defense was, and he proved it. But is having his best year, more complete player passing too. Yeah, and he has slowly gotten better defensively. He started off the year rough defensively. But he's made small incremental improvements. It hasn't been as bad as the season has gone on. I wouldn't say it's gotten up to good. He's had some good games defensively, for sure. But overall, consistently, he's creeping up the average. Bridges at the foul line knocks down both of his free throws, giving the Knicks a 13-point lead, their largest lead of the game. And the Nets will bring it down. Russell has it up top, being guarded by Brunson. Coming to his right, crossing over to his left, Euro stepping down the lane and draws a foul on Karl Anthony Towns. Speaking of defense, Towns, come on, buddy. Weekend at Bernie said, Hart looks tired to me. I mean, this is the kind of game where Josh Hart doesn't have to bring it the way he normally does because it's going to end up being a blowout game. He might look a little tired, for sure. Russell knocks down his first free throw. 25-26. It's popping, my guy. Russell knocks down both of his free throws. And the Knicks will bring it down. Brunson splits the defense off the screen from Towns, kicks it out to Anunoby, wide open on the left wing for a 3. Comes up short, long rebound. Russell has it, bringing it down. Home run pass to Wilson. Brunson, the lone defender, defending it well. Didn't matter. Wilson got the easy layup anyway. And the Knicks are quickly trying to push the other way. Josh Hart leaves it off for Towns. A straightaway 3. He's got space and airballs it. I don't think Karl Anthony Towns should be shooting with that hand, man. I don't think Karl Anthony Towns should be shooting with that hand. I don't think he's made a 3 in the 2 games he's played, including last night. Has he? Perimeter shooting has not looked good from Towns. Him attacking does. The perimeter shooting, not so much. Russell lobs it up to Day'Ron Sharp off the screen. Classic pick and roll. Ends in a wide open lob. And it's back to a 7-point game. Brunson has it on the right wing, being guarded by Keon Johnson. Coming to his left off the Achua screen. Over to Josh Hart. Cross-court pass to Anunoby. Catches. Driving along the baseline. With the reverse layup. Can't get it to stay. Ball knocked out. Oh, man. And now Keon Johnson leaves it off for Jalen Wilson, a high arcing 3. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Sharp had it, lost it, picks it back up, and then lays it up and in with the right hand over Achua. Come on, Precious. You got to be able to grab that. You got to be able to grab that rebound after he lost it. And the Knicks are going to call a timeout, as they should. Good timeout, Tom Thibodeau. K. Hazy said D'Lo must feel like crap being traded for Schroeder. He wasn't traded for Schroeder. He was traded for Dorian Finney-Smith. Which, I don't know how you feel about Dorian Finney-Smith, but it might feel a little bit worse. Mark said, put in the benchies. Oh, man. Man. It's really Dayron Sharp. I'd probably try and put in Hugporty or Sims. I mean, Sims. He'd go Sims over Hugporty, but put in Jericho Sims over Precious Achiuwa right now as the center. I think you're allowed to do that. Aren't you guys allowed? I don't think there's a rule. Maybe you guys can let me know. Is there a rule that says you can't play 10 guys in a game? Right? I mean, our coach never does it. So there has to be an NBA rule that says we can't go deeper than our 9-man rotation. You know? Considering that, like, I don't know, you're playing against one of the best offensive rebounders in the league in Dayron Sharp. Like, I think maybe you would want to put a bigger, better rebounding center out there other than 6'8" Precious Achiuwa, who I think would play better alongside Karl-Anthony Towns in this matchup against this Nets team that's, pretty decently sized. Noah Clowney, Nick Claxton, Dayron Sharp off the bench. Like, they got good size there. Maybe Precious Achiuwa as the backup center isn't smart tonight. Maybe, I don't know, maybe go to one of the, like, 2 other centers you have on your roster. Jericho Sims and Ariel Hugporty, who, by the way, both of them, better rebounders than Precious Achiuwa. Just saying. Kay Hazy said this would be a good game for Huck. It would be if our coach was a little bit more creative. He was a little bit more creative. Come on, Tibbs. Come on. You can't keep getting beat on the glass like this. Come on, dog. Raymond Vasquez said, if anyone on this Knicks team, Josh Hart deserves to take it easy today. He needs it. Because of him, we would have been in worse record by now, for sure. Casey said, I was confused. I have no thoughts on Dorian Finney-Smith. Mark said, pretty sure you're allowed to. I don't know. I mean, our coach never does it. So there's got to be a rule saying that we're not allowed to do that. Maybe it's just the Knicks rule. Maybe the league implemented a Knicks rule that says the New York Knicks are not allowed to play more than 9 guys. Mark said she made a fart sound when I mentioned Tibbs' name. Due diligence daily was probably my guy. Who this Nets going to come back and take it? We'll see. I mean, they're hanging around. It's not like it's been a blowout or anything, the way I expected it to be. Relic of the Soul said, maybe just rationally, it's just a thing that covers enough bases. Slim Slam, what's up, Slim? Stingy with the minutes. Yes, he can be. Nick Yak said he let the subs play, but a bigger center would help. Yeah. I mean, Precious Achiuwa as the lone center is just not. It's just not going to work, especially when you're going, like, the thing is, like, the matchup calls for you. You're going up against Dayron Sharp, who is one of the best offensive rebounders in the league, and looking at the numbers, he's probably the best. It's like him and Drummond, the best offensive rebounders off the bench, for sure. So, Tom Thibodeau's not going to go deeper into his bench today. Precious Achiuwa comes back out. Brunson has it up top, attacking to his left, behind the back. They bring 2 defenders, swings it over to Bridges. Bridges, cross-court pass to Josh Hart, putting it down, attacking to his left. In the paint, low fall-away jumper. Can't get it to go, fight for the rebound, and Achiuwa knocks it out of bounds. Noah Clowney, right wing pump fakes, now puts it up, airballs it. Josh Hart snatches a rebound away from Jalen Wilson, bringing it down, throws a lob to Bridges, and the bad pass from Josh Hart just a little too high off the fingertips of Mikal Bridges, and he and Bridges share a little bit of a smile, a little bit of a grin, like, we missed an opportunity there. Russell bringing it down. And since the starters have checked in, the Knicks with 0 field goals over the last 3.5 minutes. Come on, guys. And an offensive foul on the Nets, shoving off on Brunson. Brunson flopped and absolutely sold that, but Yaks had been telling everyone Precious has been great, but not at center. I wouldn't, I've been on the record saying I've been very disappointed in the Precious Achiuwa minutes overall this year. I think he's been at his best when he plays the 4 alongside of Towns, but yeah, when he's played center, it's been brutal. He's just not a good enough rebounder at all. Brunson inside pass to Achiuwa, hits an Anunoby cutback door, and he lays it up and in over Clowney. Nice ball movement, good player movement there. Everything worked to perfection. We got an easy layup out of it. Russell has it up top, attacking Brunson, driving to his left. Leans in, flips it up at the basket, draws the foul on Brunson. Is going to send him back to the foul line for 2 free throws. With just over 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Knicks with a 7-point lead, just a 7-point lead, should be larger. Mike said, is Mitch coming back anytime soon? I'd say probably like you'll hear about him ramping up in practice over the course of the next 3 weeks and probably expect him in about 4 weeks from now. We're being honest, right? Probably like mid-February, I'd say. Like the second week of February is when you should expect him back. Relic said, I'm with you where the game changes, matchups, just throwing the dogs out every game and trying harder is the best form of coaching. I don't know. You're right. I don't know either. I do know that tonight, Precious Achiuwa at center isn't a good matchup. Brunson, pocket pass to Bridges, little mid-range pull-up jumper at the foul line, in and out, and it stays out. And Clowney with the rebound, quick outlet to Russell, he's going to bring it down. Swings it over to Wilson, driving it down. Brunson flops. No foul call, but they do force a turnover, and then Towns throws it right back to Noah Clowney for a turnover. Now Clowney bringing it down. Gets it over to Wilson. Wilson dancing with it. Swings it over to D'Angelo Russell for a deep three over Anunoby. Can't get it to go. Chasing down the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds. Back to the Knicks. Noah Linden said, I'm sorry. I'm okay with flopping not being rewarded. Me too, Noah. Me too. For sure. There's embellishment and then there's flopping. And Brunson's been flopping all over the place right now. Especially defensively. Brunson leaves it off for Towns for a nice easy layup after he broke down the defense gun into the paint. For a nice easy 2. Back to a 7-point game, 52-45 with a little over 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Russell has it up top, hands it off to Keon Johnson. Johnson hands it off to Clowney. Clowney gets it over to Nick Claxton, trying to get it over to Russell. Finally gets to him, swings it over to Clowney, a right wing 3, rattles it in. Anunoby gave him too much space. Now he's got 3 air balls in this game, so I understand why he gave him space, but just a little too much there. Just a little too much. Brunson crosses over to his left, Euro stepping down the lane, gets fouled by D'Angelo Russell. It's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. Yeah, I said, fought all year saying he is too small when fans wanted to replace Mitch. Oh, yeah. If the Knicks end up trading Mitch, they also have to get back another center. Because Precious Achiuwa is not the answer. Is not the answer. Especially once you get into the playoffs, I think you're going to get killed with Precious Achiuwa as your backup big. Unless they believe in Jericho Sims, which I wouldn't, but I could see them maybe also believing in Jericho. I don't see how you can believe in Jericho when he's not even a part of the rotation. But Kenny McLeod, what's up, Kenny? Bernard John said we should be up more than what the score is telling. Absolutely, man. It's a 4-point game as Brunson misses his first free throw. He's got one more coming. I mean, 4 points is that's nothing. It is a nothing lead. That's essentially a tied game. Brunson misses 2 free throws. Come on, JB. What are we doing? What are we doing, my man? What are we doing? Tyrese Martin has it up top. Gets it over to Claxton, hands it off to Martin. Martin hands it off to Johnson. Johnson coming to his right, being chased by Anunoby, puts it up, fading away, and he knocks down the 3, bringing it to a 1-point game. Maybe bring in the bench again, Tibbs. But there's only a minute and a half left here in this quarter, so he's not going to do that. It's way too late in the corner to do that. Up top to Bridges, swings it over to Anunoby, catches, pump fakes, dancing with it, back up top to Bridges, swings it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Keon Johnson. Coming to his right off a Town screen. Getting past the defense, in the paint, puts up the floater, gets it to go. That's what the captain does. Now get a stop and another score. Go into halftime with larger than a one-possession lead, please. Martin hands it off to Johnson. Johnson being chased by Bridges. Kicks it in the corner to Keon Johnson. A 3. Well short. Long rebound. Towns able to snatch it. Quick outlet to Josh Hart. bringing it down, putting his head down, attacking, Euro stepping down the lane, takes the contact, lays it up, gets it to go, and he's looking for a foul call he didn't get. Ton of contact. Either way, Josh Hart at least got the finish. 5-point lead. One more stop, one more score will bring it to 7, and I'll take it. I'll take a 7-point lead. Cam Johnson, the deep pull-up 3, breaks it way off, trying to go for the 2-for-1, and they're going to call it out of bounds on the Nets. Mikal Bridges bringing it down for what should be the final offensive possession of the quarter for them. Bridges has it up top, being guarded by Cam Johnson. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Keon Johnson. Coming to his right off a town screen. Hesitation move. Dancing with it. Between the legs a couple of times. Half spin, stop, turn, fall away over Johnson. Comes up short. Towns, an offensive rebound, ripping it down, flips it up, banks it in, and one for Karl-Anthony Towns. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The 3-point shot, the perimeter shooting has not been there for Karl-Anthony Towns since coming back from the injury, but battling on the glass and finishing inside has. I like it. 3 seconds remaining. Towns gets the banker to go, and he's going to go to the foul line for one more. Can give the Knicks an 8-point lead, which I would much prefer. I would prefer an 8-point lead. I like it. AB said Brunson missing free throws again. That is not going to come back to haunt us in the playoffs. I think we'll be fine, man. I think we'll be fine. Overall, Brunson is Captain Clutch. Towns at the foul line, knocks down his free throw attempt. 4.7 on the clock. The Nets are going to have a ton of time here to push it. Cam Johnson has it, gets to the mid-range, follow-away jumper over Anunoby, airballs it. Great defense from OG. And we're going to go to the locker room with an 8-point lead. Not bad. Not bad. 8-point lead. I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, I wish it was more, sure, but 8-point lead, not bad, especially when the Nets got it down to as close as 1. Getting it back up to 8 within a minute is where you would rather be. I like it. I like it. Chi-Chi said, does Brunson, a.k.a. Melo, believe in getting his teammates involved? I mean, if they would like to get themselves involved, Chi-Chi. I mean, I don't know who you'd rather have, my man. Literally the best player on the team, and you're upset. Literally third best record in the league because Jalen Brunson's a superstar, and you're upset, my man. I don't know. You may have to start following another team if you can't appreciate the greatness of Jalen Brunson. Susan said, I have no audio. Maybe refresh the stream, Susan. My audio is coming through. If anybody else is having audio issues, let me know. Ashercast, the Knicks are starting to do great. Solid end to the quarter. Solid end to the quarter. A little up and down. A little up and down. $25.26. So today's the first day of my diet change. Gonna avoid fried foods and fast food. It's a good way to start it. Good way to start diets is to not dive into them cold turkey. In my opinion, of course, I'm not a professional. But I've always believed that a good way to start diets and to start a good habit in your life is to simply just start off slow, right? If it's like a diet, okay, let me remove junk food. Let me just remove chips and cake, right? Let me remove ice cream. Now, after a week, let me remove something else. And then eventually you start building up better habits and like, I don't need the cookies and the ice cream anymore because I don't need it. I'm not craving it anymore. I haven't had it in so long, I don't need it. Chi-Chi said, I need him to be a PG. Cat should be number one option. I mean, it would be a number one option if he was 100% healthy, my man. Like, can't hit a shot outside of the paint right now. You can't force the ball to a guy who's got a messed up right hand as a right-handed player. Also, Jalen Brunson is the guy. He is the number one option. It is not Karl-Anthony Towns. It is Jalen Brunson. If you don't believe that, then maybe go back and watch the last 2 years that the Knicks played their best basketball when Jalen Brunson had the ball in his hands making the decision. I will live and die with what Jalen Brunson decides to do. AB said, JB Honeyroom period is over. He's now getting the Patrick Ewing expectations. Sure. But like also listen to everybody talk about Patrick Ewing. Oh, I love Patrick Ewing. We were a little too hard on Pat back in the day. Like, yeah, because you expected the work. You expect these guys to shoot 100% from the field and average 10 assists and no turnovers. Like, chill. Jalen Brunson is the best player on the team, and there's nothing Karl Anthony Towns can do outside of becoming Nikola Jokic to overtake him as the best player on the team. There's a reason why he is the captain. Because we will live and die by his mistakes. Going over the box, we're Bridges with a solid 10, 3 for 8 from the field. Knocked down 2 threes, which is nice. Anunoby knocked down a 3, which is also nice. He's 3 for 9. 9 points. 14 for Towns. 6 for 9 from the field. 0 for 2 from 3. All 3 of his misses, mid-range shots and 3-point shots. The 2 threes, the mid-range shot he took. Everything else in the paint. Dominating the paint. Does have 2 offensive rebounds, which is nice. 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block for Towns. Active, doing a whole lot of everything. A plus 17. He did play a lot of minutes, although everybody played a lot of minutes. Felt like Towns played more minutes, but solid contributions. Plus 17 for Towns. He is hooping tonight. Jalen Brunson, 7 points, 2 boards, 2 assists. Josh Hart, 5 points, 7 boards, 5 assists, doing Josh Hart things. Josh Hart's going to continue to do Josh Hart things. Precious, solid off the bench. Wasn't great, but solid. Solid off the bench, 7 points. Only 1 rebound. See, this is the thing with Precious. Only 1 rebound for Precious. Oh, that's assist, but only 1 rebound for Precious. Precious, my guy, man. Solid, but I need more. He did knock down a 3, which is cool, but like I need you to grab more than 1 rebound when you were also out there as the backup center. Campaign 0 for 2 from the field, but I thought he played solid. Look, plus 10, which was nice. When he was in there, they made a nice run. McBride only 9 minutes. I'd like to see that get a little bit higher. Why McBride only played 9 minutes, I don't know. Thought he was playing well out there. He did hit his 3. 2 for 3 from the field, 5 points, an assist. Shaman was a plus 10, didn't do anything out there. He was out there getting cardio. But you know what? It was 6 minutes that like the starters didn't have to play. Like Bridges, only 15 minutes. You know. As for the Nets, I mean, overall, they're shooting 6 for 18 from 3. The Nets are 7 for 18. So literally, they have just hit 1 more of their threes. They have a couple of guys who aren't rotation NBA players playing for them, like Tyrese Martin. No shame to these guys, but like Tyrese Martin, Tosan, Evbumwan, maybe even Jalen Wilson, maybe, aren't really rotation players in the NBA. And yet, Martin gave him 5, Wilson gave him 2, Evbumwan didn't score, but I thought he was somewhat effective out there. He's a minus 11, so maybe not. But Day'Ron Sharpe was great. 3 boards, 2 of them offensive. You felt his presence out there. He did have 2 blocks, 8 points. Solid off the bench in his 9 minutes. The starters, I mean, it's really Cam Johnson and D'Angelo Russell, the vets. But look, this Nets team is looking to tank. They want to lose games. I'm sure they want to be competitive, but also lose games. But it's also, you know, without, what's his name? The other Cam. The other Cam who shoots a lot. What's the other Cam who shoots a lot? Jeez Louise, why am I forgetting his name? No, Zaire Williams just not playing? Is he healthy? Is he not healthy? What's going on? What's he going on? Cam Thomas. There we go. Cam Thomas. I forgot his name. Cam Thomas, so like it just feels like, all right, there's not a whole lot of, there you go, K-Hazy, Cam Thomas. I got it before you. Without Cam Thomas out there, it's like, okay, we're not really playing for development because really none of these guys are going to be on the team by the time the Nets look to compete again, right? So it's just a whole lot of tanking going on. Nick Claxton in his 15 minutes is a minus 19. Jeez Louise, Nick Claxton. Please play Nick Claxton a little bit more, please. Please. We can go around the league. There's a couple of games going on. Daniel Tilson, what's up, Daniel? My wife had ladies' night tonight. Oh, brother, she left you home alone with the twins, Daniel? Good luck, my guy. Good luck. Mark said Bridges has 10, 0, and 0. Yeah. Thing that kills me about Bridges is that he's just not outside of like scoring and doing the dirty work. Like, he's just not a very good rebounder. It's not, you know. Like, the thing I just need from Bridges is to play solid defense, knock down threes, and be a third option. And he's been doing that. And anything he gives you on the glass and anything he gives you in playmaking is just a bonus. Because he's not going to grab a whole lot of rebounds and he's not going to dish out a ton of assists. Because he's going to be the guy finishing plays, getting the assist for his teammates, and either shooting the shot or getting the layup or whatever. But, man. Ronnie Saunders says, are you a ball player? I mean, yeah. I haven't picked up a basketball in 4 years, man. I've been so busy, I haven't picked up a basketball and like actually gone to the park or gone to the gym to shoot around in like 5 years. Nah, 5 years is too much. Maybe like 3, 4 years. 3.5, 4 years. It's been a while. But I will tell you, the second I step back on that court, I ain't missing. I'm really that guy. I'm really that guy on the court. The only reason I'm not in the league is because I chose to not be in the league, you know? It's the only reason. If I wanted to, I'd be in the NBA right now. But, you know, that's just not my life's calling. Yeah, exit. Mic check. My thing just disconnected for some reason over there. My bad. My bad. I was just ranting about the rotations. I don't know where it cut out, but I'll just start from the beginning. I don't like the platoon switching from Tom Thibodeau at all. I don't like the fact that you know, he essentially brings the four bench guys in at pretty much the same time. Like, he brings Precious and McBride in, and then like a minute or two goes out. A minute or two goes on into the game, and then he brings in the other two bench guys. And it's like, okay, and then the four bench guys are out there at the exact same time, and they play their minutes, and then two starters will come back in, usually like Brunson and Hart or something, and then like another minute or two will come back, and he'll bring in the other two starters, and then at some point he'll bring Towns out, and it's like at any given time, most of the time the bench players are playing in the game is with the other bench players. And it's like, if you don't have a good bench, there's ways to mitigate the effectiveness of your bench players. Right? And part of that is, okay, if you don't have a great bench, maybe don't play all four of them together at the exact same time. Like, you can bring in McBride early for Josh Hart, and then you can bring in Payne for Brunson, and then you can bring Josh Hart back in for Anunoby, and then you could bring Shamet in for Bridges, and then you can bring Brunson back in at some point for Campaign, and then you can have Achua come in for Towns, and then you can, or have Achua come in for Hart, and then bring Hart back out, and you could just have a mismatch of players. But having starters out there with the bench guys can help the bench guys get going, right? Campaign can knock down threes, and when Campaign is out there with just him, the other three bench guys, and Karl-Anthony Towns, outside of Karl-Anthony Towns, nobody else is getting eyeballs. Like, they're like, all right, well, we can close out on Shaman. We're not worried about him offensively. Precious Achiuwa, we're damn sure not worried about him offensively. Karl-Anthony Towns is out there playing with a hand thing. And unless the ball is in his hands, Campaign is going to be shooting contested shots, right? But if you have him in there alongside of Brunson for a couple of minutes, and it's like, okay, well, a ton of attention is going to be paid to Brunson. If you have another point guard out there, as much as I love McBride, he's not another point guard. He's more of a shooting guard in a point guard's body, right? And if you have another point guard out there alongside of him, it's like, how much better can Campaign really be? I think you can get a lot more from Campaign. There's more to get out of your bench that Tom Thibodeau is not getting because he's too stubborn in his rotations. He is a very, very simple rotations guy. And I think part of the reason is that he insists on being the guy in charge of that rather than trusting his bench guys to sort of like, okay, you feel the game out, right? Whatever the game calls for. We have our set rotation, but if something calls for it early where we got to get a guy out or we got to get another guy in, or you think putting Campaign in early is going to help, having the way we have it set up right now is just not a good setup at all. At all. Ronnie Saunders the Campaign as a starter? Yeah, no, he's not. There's a reason why he's on a vet minimum, Ronnie. There's a reason why he's on a vet minimum and has been on a new team like every year for like the past 5 years, 6 years. There's a reason why he wasn't even in the league a couple of years ago. $25-26, the Cam should get minutes alongside Brunson. Yeah, I mean, we just got to get more creative with our rotations. Thing is that I know Tom Thibodeau was not going to. So this whole conversation, this whole diatribe is just a moot point. It's just a moot point. Doesn't matter. Jackson, no matter how they're playing, he takes them out because it's time and should let them play until it slows up. Yeah. I mean, look, the starters came out tonight and they played well to start, and then the bench came in, or they played well to start, and then so he kept playing them, and didn't make a rotation until like 3-4 minutes remaining in the quarter. And by that point, they had started to slow down a little bit, and they needed an infusion of energy, and they just didn't get that. Like, at that point, sub in McBride early for Josh Hart. Right? It's not like Josh Hart got off to a great start at all, you know? A couple of games tonight. I mean, Magic playing the Raptors is pretty much the only other one that kind of matters because the Magic, although they have fallen pretty close to 500 at this point. They're not close to us anymore. Milwaukee is overtaking them in the standings, actually. So I guess nothing really matters for the Knicks tonight, although it would be nice to see Philly continue to lose to the Nuggets tonight. But we are back. We are back for the second half already. Brunson kicks it to Anunoby, left corner for a three. Knocks it down. There you go, OG. There you go, OG. Get on the board, my guy. Get on the board. Knicks back to an 11-point lead. Clowney has it on the right wing. Gets it up top to Claxton. Claxton being guarded by Towns. Looking to get it to somebody. Nobody's coming over to get the ball. Now Cam Johnson has it. Coming to his left off the Claxton screen. Kicks it out to D-Lo. Down low to Claxton, who gets an easy two-handed jam out of it. Quick, nice pass movement from D'Angelo Russell there. Brunson has it up top. Gets it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart being guarded by Russell. Inside bullet pass to Anunoby, who spins along the baseline. Kicks it back out to Hart. Hart on the left wing. Gets it over to Towns. Towns tried to hit Brunson, cutting back door. Claxton got a hand on it. Here comes D'Angelo Russell bringing it down. Cross-court pass to Cam Johnson. A deep right wing three. Off the back rim. High rebound. Knocked out by Clowney over to Russell. A deep left wing three. Can't get that one to go. Towns knocks it into the air. Still fighting for it. Bridges saves it. Doesn't save it. Off the head of Bridges. Ball's going to remain with the Nets. What's going on? Ball's going to remain with the Nets. Bridges couldn't save it. Out of bounds on Bridges. Yak said quickly was leaving, and Ragu was only because of the cat trade. I assume you're responding to somebody else. Something somebody said. Keon Johnson has it up top, gets it over to Claxton. Claxton hands it off to Cam Johnson. Josh Hart chasing. He's driving to his right. Ran him off the three-point line in the paint. Kicks it out to Clowney. They swing it up top to a wide-open D'Angelo Russell. Maybe don't rotate that hard to Clowney. And either way, Russell missed the three, but Clowney just has a free lane to the basket, runs in and gets a two-handed follow-up jam. Come on, Knicks. No boxing out's going on tonight. No boxing out. Brunson has it on the right wing. Being guarded by Keon Johnson. Coming to his left off the Anunoby screen. Brunson's going to look to dance against Clowney on the switch. Euro steps down the lane. Cross-court pass to Josh Hart. Josh Hart has it. Gets it over to Bridges. Cut into the basket. Scoop layup with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Towns with an offensive rebound. Puts it back up and gets it to go down. Yes, sir, Towns. Yes, sir. Cleaning up on the offensive glass tonight is Karl Anthony Towns. D'Angelo Russell bringing it down against Bridges. Behind the back coming to his right. Kicks it out to Clowney. Clowney ran off the line by Anunoby in the paint. Puts up a floater. Air balls it yet again. How many air balls is Clowney going to shoot tonight, man? That's got to be like his fourth one. Bridges, and then Claxton picked up the air ball and laid it up and in. Brunson driving it down, foul line pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. Towns, another tip up and in from Towns. He's just battling out there on the offensive glass all by himself tonight. Now if we can get some defensive rebounds, we'd be pretty solid on the glass. Karl Anthony Towns now with the double-double. Russell up top, leaves it off for Cam Johnson. Bridges staying in front of him. Cam Johnson has it up top. A pull-up jumper over Bridges. Rattles it in. Gave him too much space, Bridges. He gave him too much space. Brunson bringing it down. Has it on the left wing, being guarded by Johnson. Over to Towns. Over the top to Anunoby. In the paint. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. Extra pass to Bridges. Wide open in the right corner for a three. Can't get it to go. Was a wide open one, Bridges. We needed it. We needed it. Russell gets it over to Keon Johnson. Driving it down. Misses the layup. Claxton right there, misses the reverse putback, back to Russell, puts up the floater, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound. Claxton had it, lost it, but they eventually call a foul on the Knicks. How many offensive rebounds are we going to allow them to get? How many? How many before we decide to box out, man? This is rough. This is rough. The defensive rebounding performance right now tonight is rough. From everybody, from Towns, from Hart, from everybody. From the guards to Anunoby, all of them. All of them. El Tigre, what's up, El Tigre? So Claxton's at the foul line for two free throws. The Knicks with a 7-point lead, 66-59, with 8:30 to go here in the third quarter. Claxton misses a free throw. We love missed free throws from our opponents. Ronald Duffney, what's up, Ron? And Nick Claxton misses both free throws. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We love missed free throws from our opponents. Brunson has it up top, dancing with it, driving to his left against Keon Johnson. Stops, turns, spins in the paint, puts up the jumper, can't get it to go. Claxton with the rebound. Claxton pushing the pace, bringing it down. One-on-one. Euro stepping down the lane, misses the layup. Brunson had it, lost it. Claxton picks it back up. Kicks it out to Russell for a three. And he knocks it down. Are you kidding me with his rebounding? Are you kidding me with this defensive rebounding performance? It's getting pathetic out there. The rebounding is getting pathetic. Mark said Benchies part 2. I would sub Anunoby out for Precious Achiuwa right now. And it's not because Anunoby's playing badly. I just need a rebounder out there to help with his rebounding. And having Towns with Precious, with Josh Hart, is your best rebounding unit. I don't care about the offense right now. The offense will be fine. You need some rebounding. This is getting pathetic. They're forcing missed shots. They're forcing missed shots, and they just can't grab a rebound. Tay Cowboys, what's up, Tay? (25-26) said, would this Knicks team beat the KD, Kyrie, Harden Nets? It's hard to tell because those guys played like 20 games together. So we don't even really know what their ceiling was. But that was a damn good team, man. It was a damn good team. Probably not. Probably not. Take Cowboy said, can we get Cam in the game from day one? This guy's energy alone is crazy good. Yeah, I mean, he's an energy shifter. Whether he shoots it well or not, he can change the tenor of a game. You know. Mark said, I want more bench. Bench has brought much better energy to games than the starters. Part of it is because they haven't played nearly as many minutes as the starters, so they have energy to spare, to burn, which is part of the reason why come mid-season, you should be looking to go deeper into your bench, not less into your bench, Tibbs. Now, he did go deeper into his bench in that Atlanta game. I hope we come out of this timeout with at least one bench guy out there. At least put in McBride and Achua or something, man. Take out Anunoby and Bridges. I'm fine with that. Fine with that. The defensive drop-off between Bridges and McBride is like negligible because McBride's he's a very good defender as well. I mean, you're missing the size that Bridges brings, but that's it. Against this Nets team, I'm not worried about that. McBride is actually a more aggressive rebounder than Bridges. But you need to, in moments like this, you need to have a lineup you can go to. Like, we're getting killed on the glass. Let me call a timeout. Let me put him on a rebounding unit real quick, just to bring in the energy, just to bring out a different look, just to change the energy of the game and the momentum, try to garner more momentum. If Tom Thibodeau comes out with the same 5 guys, I'm going to be a little disappointed, man. Yak said Cam Precious got the first lead before the starter lost part before the 8 points at halftime. Yeah. I mean, Precious and Towns is just a good matchup against this Nets team right now. It's not a good matchup every night, but it's a good matchup tonight against this Nets team, Mike said, do the Knicks even watch tape of their opponents? They do. They do. For sure they do. Brunson has it up top, and we come out with the same 5 guys. A little upset, a little disappointed on that. Brunson, 1-on-1 against Cam Johnson. Stops, turns, spins. He's in the paint, kicks it out to Anunoby, who's driving to his left. Hands it off to Towns. Towns up top. Shot clock winding down. He picks the dribble up, kicks it out to Brunson. You got to get it up, puts it up. Gets blocked by Cam Johnson. It's a shot clock violation. Just putrid offense from the Knicks right now. Putrid offense. Man. Mike said it doesn't look like it. The defense has been fine. It's the rebounding that's killed them. They're forcing missed shots. They're just giving them 3-4 opportunities. Russell, a deep pull-up 3, comes up short. Anunoby with the rebound. 66-62, the Knicks with a 4-point lead. 7:30 to go here in the third. Anunoby up top, coming to his left off a Towns screen. Pocket pass to Towns, rolling down to the basket. Scoop layup with the right hand, gets it to go, and he's looking for a foul. He doesn't get yet again. Nice pocket pass from Anunoby to give it to Towns on the roll there. Claxton hands it off to Russell. Russell dancing around the Claxton screen, driving down to his left. Throws a lob to Claxton, who throws it down with 2 hands. And Josh Hart bringing it down, has it up top. Josh Hart being guarded by Clowney. A lot of standing around for the Knicks. Finally gets it over to Bridges, coming to his right, driving it down. Kicks it out to Towns. Wide open straightaway 3 for Towns. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. He continues to misfire from the perimeter. Hit ahead to Russell. Russell bringing it down. Stolen by Bridges. Russell, okay. It was stolen by Bridges. The whistle immediately blew. I thought they were going to call it like a phony kickball violation or something, but they call a foul on D'Angelo Russell after the turnover. Ronnie Saunders, the Nets are a good team. No, they are not, Ronnie. No, they are not. Tyrese Martin coming back into the game. Daniel Tosin said, if they lose, no more ladies' night. Your wife better hope. As Josh Hart just runs right into Tyrese Martin, and it's a foul. Smart move from Josh Hart, but it's crazy. He just ran right into Martin. Martin had his back turned. He was like face guarding somebody, and Josh Hart just ran right into him. Great. I love it. Oh, no, it was Cam Johnson. Excuse me. He runs right into Cam Johnson. Josh Hart has it up top, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Jalen Wilson, driving to his left, behind the back. Step back creates the space, and he knocks down the fall-away jumper. Go to Jalen Brunson move. Halfway through this third quarter, it's a 6-point game. Martin gets it over to Clowney. Clowney being guarded by Towns. Coming to his right, hands it off to Clowney. Claxton and Clowney. Cam Johnson has it up top. Being guarded by Bridges, coming to his left off a Claxton screen. Snaking his way to his right hand. Gets to the basket, flips it up. Can't get it to go. Looking for a foul call. A lot of contact. Nothing called. Brunson bringing it down. Quick crossover to his left. Coming across the lane. Inside pass to Anunoby. Goes up. Reverse layup. Gets it to go. Beautiful pass from Josh Hart. Just a quick decision. Hit his hand, and he immediately flipped it inside to Anunoby for an easy 2. Back up to 8. Nice. Solid. Now let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep it going. Under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We're past the halfway point here. Knicks still up by 8. They started the quarter up by 8, and they still remain up by 8. Tyrese Martin driving it down, just turns it over. Bad play from him. Right into the hands of the Knicks. Mikal Bridges driving it down, gets blocked at the basket by Clowney. Anunoby comes up with the steal. Inside pass to Bridges, who lost it. He's got to pick it back up. He's got to bring it out. Inside the Towns, flips it up, gets it to go. And the Knicks with a 10-point lead. Back up by 10. Now let's continue to extend the lead, y'all. Tom Thibodeau, please make some substitutions. Deuce McBride is at the scorer's table. Martin has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. Coming to his right, snaking it down. Knocked out of his hands by Anunoby. Towns picks it up, hit ahead to Anunoby. He's going to drive it down, leave it off for Josh Hart for a layup, and the teammate, the beautiful transition play. Nice pass from OG Anunoby, who's made a couple of nice passes tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like it. I like it a lot. Your center getting out in transition. Hit ahead to your power forward, drop off to your small forward. A fully front court fast break. I like it. Kevin Patrick Hogan said, come on, guys, we should be winning by 12 plus, but a win will be a win. I mean, still a lot of time left. Some, uneven play overall, but every time it gets close, the Knicks pull away again. The bench should be coming in, and hopefully they take a 10-point lead like this and extend it up to like 15 plus. Then the starters can come back in, extend a 15 plus lead up to 20 plus, and then the game will be over. And then we can move on. We can take our 3 days off, which, by the way, we got to figure out what game we're doing tomorrow. Maybe I can bring it up right now. We can look at it real quick. Because there aren't really any interesting games today. We got Trailblazers Heat, and the Blazers are just beating down on the Heat. Bad. 82-63. The Raptors in a close game against the Magic. Cool. 76ers Nuggets is the late game. And then the Wizards Lakers. So, not a whole lot going on tonight in terms of, games that matter for the Knicks. Now, if we go to tomorrow, to Wednesday, and if I show you guys and not be so selfish with my screen, Pistons Hawks is a pretty good game. It's a pretty good game. I like the Pistons. Hawks are good. That's a good game. 7:30 start time. Suns Nets. Timberwolves Mavs is 7:30 ESPN game. Wolves Mavs, yeah, Wolves Mavs. It's a good game. It's a good game. I don't know if Luke is still out, right? So I don't know. Mavs still undermanned a little bit. Cavs Rockets. Really good Rockets team against the Cavs team. We could root against the Cavs together if you guys are so interested. Pelicans Bucks. Would be nice if Zion was playing this game. I think he would be. Just to watch him go up against Giannis, that's cool. Bucks Pels, that's interesting. Bucks Pels. I mean, Bucks are right behind us in the standings, so it would be nice to watch them lose. Give us a little bit more of a breathing room. So that's an interesting game to keep an eye on. Jazz Thunder, not so much. Now we're getting into some of the late Western Conference games, although we do have Celtics Clippers as a late night game. Give the Celtics a couple more losses, please, por favor. Would be nice. Warriors Kings, not all that interesting. It's also a late game. We're not doing that. Go Pels, Mark. Absolutely. Absolutely. Would be nice to get some breathing room away from these Bucks. Right? They're now 7 games over 500. Kind of came out of nowhere. They're 24-17. Did not expect that. Did not expect that. But, there's some interesting games. I think this Bucks-Pelicans game is interesting. With Zion back, the Pelicans have been playing a lot better. Cavs-Rockets is an interesting game. Timberwolves-Mavs, I'm not as interested in this game, but it's still an interesting game. And then you have Pistons Hawks, which I think is also an interesting game. So maybe I'll just put it in a poll and have you guys vote now. Right? And maybe at some point we'll probably just bounce around the league and try and find the best team to watch. Right? I think this Cavs Rockets game is really interesting. I also think the Bucks Pelicans game is really interesting. I like this Bucks Pelicans game a lot. I love watching Giannis. You guys know Giannis is my favorite player in the league to watch. Zion is climbing that rank very quickly throughout his career when he has played. And this season he looks good. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, here we go. We're back. And someone hit a three that I missed. Who did it? The Nets did it. Someone on the Nets hit a three. Okay. Come on, Knicks. McBride is in the game for Bridges. They swing it over to Anunoby. Crosses over to his left, driving it down. Lefty layup, gets it to go. Nice move from OG Anunoby. Taking it to the basket against Daron Sharp. I like it. I like it, OG. I like it a lot. Also, the Knicks with 78. Russell in the paint. Pump fake. Fall away over Achua. Well short. Fight for the rebound. McBride snatches it. Hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Tried to get it over to Josh Hart. Knocked out of bounds by Russell. It will remain with the Knicks with an 11-point lead. 78-67 with under 4 minutes to go. Ricardo, Brothwaite, Cavs versus Rockets. I want to see Cam Whitmore. If Cam Whitmore plays. There have been games where he does not play. He's not a part of the consistent rotation, I think. Brunson has it up top. Being guarded by Wilson. Gets it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart, back to Brunson. The Knicks with a Brunson, McBride, Bridges, Josh Hart, Achua lineup right now. Brunson down the lane. No look pass to McBride wide open in the left corner for three. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Wilson with the rebound and gets fouled by Hart. So you said Memphis Grizzlies and the Rockets are definitely teams to watch in the West. For sure, for sure. I really like the Grizzlies. I'm very high on the Grizzlies this year. Very high on the Grizzlies this year. Russell, D'Angelo Russell bringing it down, gets it over to Sharp. Sharp has it up top. Hands it off to Wilson, being guarded by Brunson. Coming to his right, driving it down. Kicks it out to Martin for a three, way off. Josh Hart with the rebound, bringing it down. Josh Hart putting his head down, attacking, stops. Leaves it off to Achua. Achua in the paint, spins down the lane with the right hand and gets the scoop. Player for Precious Achua. Impressive move. Went right past D'Angelo Russell, who's not known for his defense, but a nice move from Precious Achua. Jalen Wilson driving it down, shoves off on Brunson, and they call a blocking foul on Brunson. It's going to send Jalen Wilson to the foul line. If Brunson doesn't flop there, he probably doesn't get that call. Too much flopping tonight, Brunson. Way too much flopping tonight. Wilson knocks down his first free throw. You got one more coming. Noah Linden said, D'Angelo Russell building a brick house tonight as usual. Wilson misses the second one, but Ed Boumwan with the offensive rebound kicks it out to Russell, and he knocks down a three. Rebounding, man. Rebounding. Killing us tonight. Absolutely destroying us tonight on the glass. I don't even know what it is. I don't know if it's even or what, but the offensive rebounding is just rough. Noah Linden said I jinxed it. Yeah, as soon as I read your message, he knocks down a three. McBride down the lane, leaves it off for Achua, who gets blocked at the basket by Sharp and can't get the offensive rebound. Here comes Martin pushing the other way. Come on, Achua. You got to pump fake and finish that strong with a dunk. You're right under the basket. Martin with a floater in the lane gets it to go over Achua. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter, it's back to a 7-point game. Come on, Knicks. Get it over to Bridges, right corner three. Bridges can't get it to go. Martin with the rebound, he's bringing it down. Mike said, I keep saying this, man. Rebound, rebound, rebound. Yeah, tonight's rebounding has been a rough performance. Bridges driving it down, leaves it off to McBride, goes up, gets the layup to go. Deuce McBride, nice finish at the basket. Nice pass from Bridges. Boumwan bringing it down. Coming to his right against Achua, puts it up with the floater. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart with the rebound, and Boumwan was looking for a foul he doesn't get. Now Josh Hart bringing it down, putting his head down, attacking. Euro stepping down the lane, kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson driving to his left, stops, pump fakes, kicks it out to McBride. A sidestep right wing three gets blocked. Russell saves it. And then a foul by Wilson as Brunson saved it back to McBride. Excellent play from D'Angelo Russell, though, to block McBride and to save it. Block the McBride three and to save it, man. By the way, D'Angelo Russell wasn't even close to being in bounds when he saved it. Should have just been Knicks' ball side out of bounds after the block from D'Angelo Russell. He was way out of bounds. He wasn't even close to being in bounds. He had both feet out of bounds. These refs sometime, man. These refs. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Russell. Pocket pass to Towns. Inside pass to Achua for a two-handed jam. Beautiful play between Brunson, Towns, and Achua. Back to an 11-point game. Day'Ron Sharpe has it up top, being guarded by Achua. Hands it off to Russell. Russell, being guarded by McBride. Crossing over to his left, driving it down. They show two, gets it over to Day'Ron Sharpe in the middle of the lane, kicks it out. Tyrese Martin left wing three, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, and a foul on the floor by the Knicks. Under a minute to go. And the Knicks still having a hard time keeping the Nets off the glass, man. I'd like to see Mitchell Robinson come back to help with his rebounding, man, for sure. For sure. Daniel Tilson, okay, my wife is home and I said nothing about ladies' night. I think the Knicks are going to win, so I think we're safe, Daniel. I think we're safe. I think the Knicks are going to win. D'Angelo Russell driving it down against Bridges. High floater. Air ball. I don't know if it was a pass. It looked like a floater. Day'Ron Sharpe right there for the tip up and in, though. So 2 points to the Nets. And Towns comes up limping, holding his leg. Ton of contact down in the paint. Man. Brunson has it up top. Coming to his left off a Town screen. Swings it over to Bridges. Bridges, pass fake, driving it down in the lane. Stops, pivots, kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson with the shot clock winding down. A step back three over Sharpe. Comes up short. You can see it as soon as he left it, it came up short. They get it over to Mbumwan. Goes up, misses it. Fight for the rebound, knocked out of bounds. Off of Karl-Anthony Towns, it will remain with the Nets. $20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Knicks with a 9-point lead, 84-75. Day'Ron Sharpe has it up top. Campaign has finally subbed into the game. Russell has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his right, off a Sharpe screen. Towns sticking with him, a step back. Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson driving to his right. Flips up at the basket with the shot clock winding down. Can't get it to go. Jalen Wilson right there gets fouled by Campaign with the tip. Can't get it to go, but he's going to the foul line for 2 free throws because the Knicks can't keep anybody off the glass with 0.7 seconds on the clock. Mike said, JB, stop shooting and go to the rack. I mean, they tried to swing the ball around there and nobody had it. They got the ball back to Brunson with like 4 seconds left on the clock. He had to shoot something up. I don't know what you wanted in that situation. Had to get something up. Jalen Wilson, this is the free throw, though. We love missed free throws from our opponents, for sure. Every time. Every single time. Jalen Wilson with one more free throw. Come on, buddy. Missed this free throw for us. And he misses 2 in a row. Towns with the rebound, and that will end the quarter. Ball never lies. Ball never lies. Maryland Tinsley, what's up, Maryland? Student said this game is really lackluster. I'm sorry. I mean, we expected this going in against the lowly Brooklyn Nets. When you're playing the dregs of the league, the Nets, the Wizards, the Hornets, who's terrible in the West? The Blazers? Who's last place in the West? I think the Pelicans were for a while. But the Pelicans, back when they were terrible, before Zion came back, like, it's 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get a good game. And tonight has been like a mostly sloppy game. It hasn't been a blowout. I mean, it's a 9-point game. It's a single-digit game. So it can technically go either way, but I feel like the Nets are in this game because the Knicks have not locked in on the rebounding. They're just getting absolutely murdered on the glass right now. Hazy said Payne took a chance with that foul. I mean, it ends up being a good foul because if Payne doesn't foul him, he ends up with an offensive rebound and an easy putback. And because he did foul him, he ended up missing the 2 free throws. But, like, ultimately, I would like him to be able to get in front and not allow him to get an easy offensive rebound and box him out. But, you know. Mark said Thursday, February 6th at 3 p.m. is the trade deadline. Thursday, so we have we have like 2.5 more weeks before the trade deadline. I don't know if it's going to be an active trade deadline with the CBA ramifications, but not a whole lot of options out there for Mitch. Not a whole lot of options out there for the Knicks. Mark said, will Mitch be back by then, by the trade deadline? Most likely not. Most likely not. You should, by that point, hear about him ramping up to come back to play. But I don't think he'll play a game before the trade deadline. I think his first game is probably going to be around Valentine's Day. Like, second week of February is when his first game will be. But I assume by February 6th, by, like, that time period, like, the 6th through the 10th, is when you'll hear, oh, he's ramping up, oh, he's practicing, oh, he started sprinting, or whatever. And they'll be like, yeah, like maybe like 2 more weeks he'll be back on the court. And that's when you will start getting a real timeline for his return. But I highly doubt he'll be able to play by February 6th. It's 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Mark said, I'm guessing no, but come on, man. I mean, they might not be interested in moving Mitch. We've heard since the start of the year that they view Mitch coming back from the injury as their big trade deadline move. You know, and if you think about it this way, if you think about if Mitchell Robinson wasn't a Knick and he was on the trade market and the Knicks needed a backup big, would you not be happy? Like, oh, wow, the Knicks can trade for Mitchell Robinson? Like, he's coming back from injury if he can be healthy? Like, yeah, it's a risk. We would be happy with that. We would be happy with that trade deadline move. So that's how I tend to look at it. Just, hey, man, we haven't had him all year. We know what he's capable of. Yes, he was injured. He got injured by Mitchell Robinson. I mean, he got injured by Joel Embiid. But if he can stay healthy, man, is he good. Man, is he going to really help this team. The Nets come out to start with the ball here in the fourth quarter. Boumwan throws the lob to Claxton, who misses the layup, man. Chua with the rebound. Here comes Bridges. Bridges on the left wing. Up top to Payne. The Knicks come out with Payne, McBride, Bridges, Towns, and Achua. Bridges driving it down. Cross-court pass to McBride. Jab step. Swing through to his left. Shot clock winding down. We got to get a shot up. McBride, get a shot up. Doesn't get the shot up in time. Come on, McBride. Come on. Got to get a shot up, man. Mark said February 4th, February 6th, 16th is the All-Star weekend. Yes, but we have 8 days off in between games, though. I believe their last game is the 12th, and their next game is the 20th. So they have time off during that All-Star weekend, Mark. Russell driving it down, tries to leave it off for Jalen Wilson. Bad pass right between his legs. The Nets able to save it. Cam Johnson picks it up. Johnson bringing it down against Bridges. Shot clock down to 2. Kicks it over to Nick Claxton in the left corner for 3, and he airballs it, and it is a shot clock violation. Ball going back to the Knicks. And I messed my hat up. And neither side have scored yet. It's still a 9-point game, 84-75. Campaign bringing it down. Mark said, as long as he doesn't line up against Joel, he will be fine. I hope we don't see the Sixers again in the playoffs, man. I'm just done with them. Done with them. Towns up top. Bullet pass inside to Anunoby. A bad pass from Towns right through the hands of OG. Yak said, somehow we took 70 shots in 3 quarters. I don't get it. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like a little bit of a slog of the game here. Russell driving it down, steps back, kicks it over to Boumwan over Achua for 3, off the back rim. Campaign with the rebound, shot out of a cannon, pushing the pace. Now he's going to slow it down. Now gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby leaves it off for Towns, driving it down the lane, puts up a floater, can't get it to go. But they call a blocking foul. And Towns is going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Great call by the ref. Eboumwan had his back foot just touching that restricted circle line. Soon said the 76ers are going nowhere in the postseason. Crybaby and Bean and Paul George are 2 suspects. As Towns misses a free throw. Come on, y'all. These missed free throws tonight. To Susan's point, Philly's not even in the play-in situation right now. I think they're still like a game and a half or 2 games away from the play-in. So Towns does knock down the second one, bringing it to a 10-point game. Beautiful. Beautiful. Russell bringing it down. Leaves it off. Jalen Wilson, a 3. A high arcing 3, can't get it to go. Achua rips down the rebound. And here comes Cam Payne. Payne bringing it down. Coming to his right. Gets it over to Bridges. Along the baseline. Euro stepping down the lane. Stripped by Russell. It is a 4-on-1 at Eboumwan. Over to Russell. Back to Eboumwan. Gets fouled by Cam Payne. Good foul from Cam Payne. Send him to the foul line. I like it, Cam Payne. It was a 4-on-1. Fantastic decision from Cam Payne. Fantastic decision. I love it. I love it. Smart move, Cam Payne. No easy layups. Just send him to the foul line for 2. Absolutely. (25-26) said the Sixers better hope they get the number 1 pick. Man. I mean, they're going to have to literally win the lottery. Because they can't get any lower than like 8th worst record. And that's only going to give them like a 2 or 3% chance of getting it. Eboumwan knocks down the first free throw. He's got 1 more coming. Hattie, what's up, Hattie? 10 points is wonderful. I wish it was a little bit more. I'll take a 10-point lead, but I wish it was a little bit more. AP at Philadelphia has been an epic failure. I mean, it's been horrendous. They're not even in a play-in team right now. They're the 11th seeded team in the league. If this were, a couple of years ago without the play-in, they would have no chance of making the playoffs. They have no chance of being a top 8 team. And they just signed Embiid to an extension, and they just signed Paul George to a 4-year max deal. Like, horrible. Horrible. Cam Payne picked his dribble up. He's got nobody to get it to. Now gets it over to Towns by the half-court line with 7 seconds to go. Terrible offense. Towns, he's going to put it up from 3. Now he's going to drive it down in the paint. And knocked out of his hands, turned it over. Eboumwan did knock down both of his free throws, by the way. And Anunoby breaks up the pass to Claxton, knocked out of bounds. Asher said, I'm rooting for the Pistons through this year. Me too. Absolutely. Absolutely. I listen. People got tired of me when the Knicks played the Pistons about how complimentary I was to Cade Cunningham. But, I've been a huge Cade Cunningham for a long time, man. Mark said 8 straight missed threes for the Knicks. Yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough. It's been a rough outing. The Knicks with their 5 starters back out there for presumably the final 9 minutes of this game. I don't know, man. Towns with a nice, strong rebound. Quick outlet to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Shoves it over to Anunoby. A pull-up 3 in transition. Can't get that one to go. Eboumwan with the rebound. He's bringing it down the other way. Gets it over to Jalen Wilson. Euro stepping down the lane. Kicks it out to Russell. Back to Wilson. Wilson pump fakes. He's driving it down again. Out to Keon Johnson. Now back to Wilson. Another 3. A lot of running around for Wilson. And he ends up breaking a 3 there. Towns with another rebound. Here comes Brunson. Both sides are 0 for 8 from the field to start this fourth quarter, man. We've gone 4 minutes into this fourth quarter without a field goal from either side. Brunson, quick crossover to his left, driving it down. Euro stepping down the lane, tries to kick it out to Josh Hart, knocked out of the air. Here comes Keon Johnson, turning on the Jets. Euro stepping down the lane, out to Eboumwan, who gets the and one layup over Jalen Brunson. Bad foul from Brunson. Bad foul from Brunson. At least Cam Payne Didn't give him the and one. Come on, JB. (25-26) said as bad as the Knicks were in 2000 to 2018, they never drafted higher than 3. Yeah. Just forever like the 7th or 8th worst team in the league through that time, man. Mark said, what are we doing? Bench, please. Bench is not coming back in. 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, Mark. And all 5 starters are... Oh, no, McBride is in. Okay, Tibbs. There we go. There we go. He's in for Bridges. But nobody else is likely to come back in. Nobody else. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Mbumwan. Coming to his right, they show 2. Inside pass to Towns, inside pass to Anunoby, and a 2-handed jam. Offense can be also simple sometimes. 2 on the ball, Brunson finds the open man, and then the open man finds the other open man. Keon Johnson bringing it down. Gets it over to Claxton, back to Johnson. Hands it off to Cam Johnson. Johnson up top, a pull-up 3 over Anunoby. Well contested off the back rim. Josh Hart with a big, strong rebound. Now pushing the pace the other way. Josh Hart has it up top, being guarded by Martin. Gets it over to Towns. Towns on the right wing. Swing through to his right, putting his head down, attacking. And an offensive foul by Karl Anthony Towns. He's done a decent job the last, 2 weeks or so. Well, maybe a little bit longer than that. Not picking up the offensive foul. But he uses that classic hook move on Claxton here that he has not gone away with once this season. And there's the offensive foul that he has gotten so many times this year. And again, right in front of the official. How are you going to get away with that, Towns? You're right in front of the official. He could see you grab the offensive player's arm. Cam Johnson has it up top, attacking to his right. Anunoby chasing. He's getting down the lane. Gets blocked by Anunoby. Okay, OG. He's played with a level of aggression today that I like. Like a level of screw this that I just really like from Anunoby tonight. Asher Cat said, we all know that we should have Mikal Bridges, the greatest basketball player we've ever had in the Knicks all time in the game. So we're going to get a timeout here, 7:16 to go. And let's put up this poll for tomorrow's game. Because there's some interesting games that I wouldn't really mind watching any of them. Wouldn't really mind watching any of them. So while we got this timeout, let's go ahead and throw up this poll. Tomorrow's what, Wednesday? Wednesday's game, tomorrow's game. So we could do Pistons versus Hawks, which is a 7:30 start time. Pistons versus Hawks, which is a 7:30 start time. We can do... Why can't I do more options than these two? Come on, YouTube. YouTube, why is it just yes or no? Brother YouTube. Yak said OG hunted that block. Yes, he did. For sure. For sure. Mike said the Knicks are playing like they don't know the Nets. I mean, they might not know the Nets. Do you know any of these guys? Do you know Tyrese Martin? Do you know Tosan Mbumwan? I don't think anybody in the league knows who these guys are. No offense to them, but do we know what their habits are? Do we know their play style? The Knicks should just be beating this team off of talent alone. Yeah, except the Nets don't know the Nets. Exactly. Nets fans don't know who these Nets guys are. I don't know why YouTube's not allowing me to. Okay. You know what? If YouTube's not going to allow me to do it here, we are going to just have to make a poll. Come on, YouTube. We'll do it after the game then. But we're going to be picking either between the Pistons and Hawks, the Timberwolves, Mavs, Cavs, Rockets, or Bucks, Pelicans. Four pretty decent games. Honestly, I wouldn't mind any of them. I like Bucks, Pelicans a lot. I like Cavs, Rockets a lot. I like Pistons, Hawks a lot. I think those are three excellent games. I'll throw Timberwolves, Mavs on there just because it's the ESPN game. But honestly, not really interested in two Western Conference teams. Personally, because none of these games matter to us. But Pistons, Hawks, interesting game. I like the Pistons. Cavs, Rockets would be, rooting against the Cavs. Somehow a miracle happens and we could actually chase that one seed. Bucks, Pelicans. I like to watch Zion play. He's listed here, so I would have to assume he's listed as ready to go for that game. But so Tom Thibodeau used his challenge there, and they won the challenge. It's out of bounds off the net, so Jalen Brunson's going to bring it down. Great play from Moshe Anunoby. Brunson has it on the left wing, being guarded by Keon Johnson. Dancing with it, coming to his right off a town screen, driving it down, stops, step back, is at the foul line, turns around, kicks it out to Josh Hart, 5 on the shot clock. We got to get something going. Josh Hart gets it over to Towns, spots up, fall away jumper, comes up short, bounces on the rim a couple of times, but he can't get it to go down, and Tyrese Martin with the rebound. And here comes Keon Johnson. Keon Johnson has it up top, being guarded by Brunson. Johnson gets it over to Claxton. Claxton, jab step, dancing with it. Hands it off to Cam Johnson, driving to his right, putting his head down. Kicks it in the corner. Tyrese Martin, a 3, fading out of bounds. Knocks it down over Deuce McBride. And it's a 4-point game halfway through the fourth quarter here. And the Nets are making it a game. Brunson has it up top. Coming to his left off an Anunoby screen. Brunson dancing with it, being guarded by Johnson. Driving to his right. Stops, leans in. Fall away jumper over Cam Johnson. A tough shot, can't get it to go. A long rebound. Home run pass to Cam Johnson, who leaks out after the defense, and he throws it down with two hands, making it a 2-point game. And we're going to get a Knicks timeout. I mean, I would have Precious Achiuwa out there for, I don't know, maybe Josh Hart, although I kind of like having Josh Hart out there. Every time he's on the court, good things happen. I don't know. But nobody on this Knicks team has had a good game tonight. At all. Not Towns, not Brunson, not Anunoby, not Bridges. We're not really, these guys are, they're definitely playing down to the competition today. Definitely playing down to their competition today, right? If we go to the box scores, man. Anunoby's 3 for 12. Bridges is 3 for 12. Anunoby 7 for 14. Towns is 10 for 16, but he can't hit a perimeter shot. And a lot of his baskets have been coming off of drop-off passes or pick and rolls. Being a play finisher. He's not created a ton of offense tonight. Maybe we could give it to him in the post a little bit more often and just ask him to do that. They haven't really tried that at all tonight. Brunson's 4 for 13. Everyone's getting shots. Bridges with 12 shot attempts. Anunoby with 14 shot attempts. Towns taking the most shots at 16. Brunson with 13 shot attempts. Everyone's getting shots. Nobody's scoring. Consistently. Towns is 10 for 16 being a good play finisher, but they haven't given him the ball and asked him to create. Do that. He's 10 for 16. He's the only guy who's consistently finished around the basket, although he does have 5 turnovers. That's pretty high Towns. And to be honest, they just put the ball in his hands previously and asked him to create, and he picked up an offensive foul. So, but Brunson has 9 points, 3 assists. He's been pretty bad tonight. He's also got 4 fouls. You could tell he's just lollygagging out there. Josh Hart with 7 points, 10 boards, 7 assists. He's having a Josh Hart game. But if nobody else is playing hard, it's not really happening right now. It's not that they're playing hard. With nobody else playing with a ton of energy. I don't know. I'd go back to maybe Precious Achua. They got McBride out there now. Achua in for Bridges and just go really big. Have Brunson, Hart, Achua, Anunoby, and Towns. I don't know. Ronnie Saunders, this is why Tibbs need to be fired. I mean, I don't know why it's Tibbs' fault that Jalen Brunson's 4 for 13 for 9 points. Like, he averages 26. 9 points from your best player is not going to do it. Towns not being able to hit a shot outside of the paint is not going to do it. You know, he's 10 for 16. He's hooping inside the paint. Maybe feed it to him there. But this team's just not doing it, you know? Overall, they are 8 for 27 from 3, under 30% from three-point range. Like, Tibbs can't get these guys to shoot better. You know, look, he played these guys in the first half. Shaman gave him nothing. He didn't go back to him in the second half, which I think you got to go him out there for like 4 minutes. Give him the 10 minutes, man. Just give him the 10 minutes. Campaign, 2 points, 3 assists. I thought he was okay. He didn't hit a shot, but I didn't think he was terrible. McBride's in there now. He's not doing a whole lot. 7 points, a rebound, and an assist. Chua with 11. Chua's had a fine game. Yak said, we didn't hit our shots and we got a lot up. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. 35 for 76 from the field right now. Here we go. We're checking back in. Brunson feeds Towns in the high post. What we were asking for. Towns has it, attacking. Sky hook across the lane over Claxton. Can't get it to go. All right. They did the thing I asked for, and Towns couldn't convert. They get it over to Martin. Martin back to Keon Johnson. It's a 2-point game, 87-85. Keon Johnson has it up top against Hart. Gets it over to Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson coming to his left off a Claxton screen. Driving it down, spinning, coming to his right, across the lane. Lost it, picks it back up, kicks it out. Keon Johnson, a right wing 3, splashes it. Keon Johnson is not a 3-point shooter. And he hit a 3. And a 13-2 run for the Nets over the last 5 minutes of the game here. Come on, Knicks. Come on. Brunson has it up top, attacking, coming to his right, step back, fall away jumper over Johnson, comes up short. Towns an offensive rebound, just puts it right back up, and he comes up short. And Tyrese Martin bringing it down. Martin has it up top, gets it over to Claxton. Bridges is at the score table, getting ready to check in. McHale, you've been resting. We need you to come in as Cam Johnson, a step back 3, can't get it to go. Long rebound finds its way out to Keon Johnson. Johnson gets it over to Claxton. Claxton driving it in on Towns, stops. Ball knocked away by Towns. Comes up with the steal. Home run pass to McBride. McBride leaves it off for Brunson. Inside pass to Josh Hart. Josh Hart leaves it off for Anunoby. Wide open left corner 3. OG, line me up. Can't get it to go. And a timeout from the Nets. Man. Richie Rich, what's up, Richie? Mark said 1 for 9 from the field in the fourth quarter. Yeah, it is a very, very bad fourth quarter here. I mean, they're so nonchalant out there right now. They're playing down to the competition, and if it costs them this win tonight, I'm gonna be upset, man. Just get out of here with the win. Okay, Hazy, we haven't been scoring at all. Ash just said it's always a bad fourth quarter. I mean, that's usually when you lose games, in the fourth quarter, right? It's your last opportunity. Mike said this might be the beginning of the end. It's a 1-point game, guys. 1-point game. So you said, where's the poll for tomorrow's game? YouTube won't let me do it for some reason. They won't let me put more than 2 options right now, so I'm just going to do it as a community post. Yeah, I said nobody wanted to shoot the last shot. Mark Deuce is out. Bridges back in. Yes, Mikal Bridges is back into the game. He was at the scores table getting ready to check in before that timeout. Avey said they're going to lose this game. These idiots give the Nets confidence. It's a 1-point game, man. 1-point game. 4 minutes to go. If they end up losing this game, I'll be very disappointed in them, man. Four minutes to go. 88-87. Nets with a 1-point lead. Hands it off to Russell. Anunoby chasing. Russell gets open. Anunoby gets in front of him. Kicks it in the corner to Martin. Martin being guarded by Josh Hart. Oh, no, that's Mbumwan. Excuse me. And then an offensive foul by Mbumwan. Hooking Josh Hart. Attacking. Ball going back to the Knicks. The Nets, they just announced, are +8 in rebounding and +6 in offensive rebounding. That is where the Knicks have lost this game tonight. They just could not grab a rebound for large swaths of that second and third quarter run there to keep them in the game. Josh Hart inside pass to Anunoby, knocked out of bounds by the Nets. Brunson gets it in the bridges, back to Brunson. Hands it off to Anunoby, gets stripped. Anunoby down low, puts it up, misses the layup. Now here come the Nets. And the Knicks still remain scoreless. Still remain scoreless. And a timeout from the Nets. And 3 minutes and 23 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter, and the Knicks have 3 points in the quarter. Three. Ashkat said, OG hasn't been doing well the last 2 weeks. I thought he had a good game against the Hawks. It wasn't a great game, but it was a good game against the Hawks. And then I think he's had a fine game tonight. Had a fine game. He's 7 for 17 for 18 points. Like, it's not great, but it's fine. It's fine. Gigi said 3 points in the fourth quarter, and this is a championship team. I mean, you have games like this where you just don't show up. You know, like the game they played against the Hawks. Like, I didn't see you at all in that game, Gigi. It was a great game. They showed up for that game. They're playing down to the competition. You would like for them to have, like, a more consistent option to go to. Maybe feed Towns down low in the post consistently and don't just do it for one play. Considering he's the only guy who has more than, like, 5 field goals made tonight. Well, Anunoby does too, but, you know, like, yeah, this is ugly. This is ugly. Orlando's also losing 100-85. Ooh. Karen said, refresh my computer, and now we're losing. I know. 1 point game. Nets have the ball. 3:23 to go. D'Angelo Russell has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his right, stepping back. Coming to his left off a Claxton screen. Stepping back, gets it over to Cam Johnson. Anunoby knocks it away and comes up with a steal. Here comes Brunson, OG Anunoby. I mean, the defense has been very good here in the fourth quarter. It's been very good all night long, but Brunson coming to his right off the Towns screen. Pass fake. Feeds it over to Towns down low. Flips it over the basket. And he finally got one to go down. Yes, sir. 5 points here in the fourth quarter. 5 points here in the first quarter. We hit more than one shot here in the fourth quarter. I like it. There we go. Everton Fletcher, what's up, Ev? Russell has it up top, being guarded by Brunson, who switches onto him. Russell coming to his right, now coming to his left off the Claxton screen, driving it down, gets into the lane, gets stripped by Towns. They call the foul on Towns, and he's upset about it. But it looked like he grabbed him. Angel A1's Roman. Is Tom losing his team? No, they're still playing hard. Jose with a super chat. Oh my goodness, a very generous super chat. Got to put something in the piggy bank. I appreciate you, Jose. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you, Jose. Very generous of you, my man. D'Angelo Russell at the foul line, knocks down the first one. Nets are in the bonus. It doesn't show that they're in the bonus unless they call them in the act of shooting. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Russell goes 2 for 2 from the line, giving the Nets the 1-point lead back. 90-89, 2:30 to go. Brunson has it on the left wing. Being guarded by Keon Johnson, coming to his right off a Towns screen. Hesitation move, dancing with it. Feeds Towns in the high post in the right wing. Back to Brunson. Baseline pull-up jumper. Gets it to go. The Knicks 2 stars starting to show up. Brunson knocks down the pull-up jumper. Towns knocked down the hook the previous play. Got to play through our 2 stars now. And they got to come through. Russell, pocket pass to Claxton, driving it in against Towns. Flips it up at the basket, way off. Josh Hart snatches a rebound. Now he's pushing the other way. Home run pass to Brunson, who drives it down. Gets the lefty layup to go. And he comes up limping. Got kneed in the thigh. Keon Johnson has it up top. Knicks with a 3-point lead, under 2 to go. Johnson coming to his left. Anunoby switches onto him. Quick crossover to his left, driving it in on Anunoby. That's a bad decision. And he gets fouled by OG. So Keon Johnson's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Hattie said, let's go, 1-point wins. As long as they're wins, man. As long as it's not 1-point losses. Keon Johnson at the foul line knocks down the first one. Mike said, time for JB to take over, and Asterisk has said, agreed, JB better than Cat late game. I mean, he's the captain for a reason. He's the captain for the reason. Johnson hit the first one, knocking it to a 2-point game. He's got one more coming. And he knocks down the second one. Back to a 1-point game. 93-92, 1:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. 90 seconds remain in the game. Brunson has it on the left wing, being guarded by Keon Johnson. Coming to his right off a Town screen. Driving it down. Stops, step back, foul line, fall away jumper. Gets it to go. JB Captain Clutch. He activated the clutch mode. He said, hold on, let me end this thing real quick. Let me make sure we're not going to lose tonight. Knicks back up by 3. Get a defensive stop, and then we got a little bit of a cushion to work with. Russell gets it over to Claxton. Claxton. Good denial defense from the Knicks here. Hands it off to Russell. Russell chucks it up from 3. Way off. Long rebound. Brunson chases it down. Russell was looking to get that foul. He didn't get it. Rishi Rich with a super chat. I appreciate you, Rishi. Josh Hart shovels it underneath the Anunoby for an easy 2-handed jam in transition. And the Knicks with a 5-point lead with under a minute to go. And that's going to give the Knicks a 2-possession lead over the Nets here with under a minute to go. And it should be enough to be able to pull out this victory. Right? Came down to the end. We came into tonight hoping for a blowout, expecting a blowout. Let's be real. We were expecting a blowout tonight. And the game's not over yet for sure. But, we did make sure we mentioned the Nets always try to play the Knicks hard. This season, I don't think we've blown out the Nets, right? So the Nets, through all their struggles, through all their tanking this season, they try to play the Knicks hard, and for the most part, they succeed in it. But the Knicks should be able to pull out these wins. The Knicks definitely played down to the competition tonight, for sure. I mean, it was rough and ugly, but they're going to come out with a win. Cool. We're going to have our 3 days of rest, and then we got a tough 3-game stretch to play against for the rest of the month. We got Sacramento, then we got Memphis, then we got Denver. So we got to make sure we get those 3 days of rest in because those are not easy teams to play against at all. So you said, don't care about the blowout as long as it's in the win column. Absolutely. Noah said, even ugly wins are wins. Yeah, they are. Noah said, the Nets wanted to lose anyway. Bad teams always find a way to lose. Karen said, some of us never lost faith. Right, Susan? Cam Johnson gets it over to Claxton. Claxton hands it off to Russell, coming to his left, puts it up, fading out of bounds, and he knocks it down. just not going to go away. It's not going to go away, are you, Brooklyn? Back to a 2-point game. Josh Hart's just got to get it in. Gets it into Anunoby. Anunoby bringing it down. Has it up top. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Russell. Russell did a good job of playing denial defense. Ball knocked out of his hands. It's going to remain with the Knicks. So 9 seconds on the shot clock, 36 seconds remaining in the game. Knicks will inbound it. Brunson's got to get it in. And the Knicks call a timeout. Charlie said, told you guys this is a trap game. I mean, it's the second night of a back-to-back. They had a big emotional game against Atlanta. Nice big win against Atlanta. Coming in to play a lowly Brooklyn team with like Cam Thomas out. I keep forgetting which Cam it is. They got 3 Cams in this, on their team. No Cam Thomas, so it's like, you know. It's hard to get up for the game against this Brooklyn team. Now, it is a national TV game and whatnot, but like, you can tell just from watching them play that they just didn't really take this team all that seriously, and they got real close to getting burned by it. It would have been a really bad loss against Brooklyn here tonight. It still might end up being a loss. I mean, the game's not over yet. It's a 2-point game. The Knicks do have the ball, and all they have to do is inbound it. And get one more shot to go down, and that'll be pretty much the nail in the coffin. But AB said, I said the Brunson honeymoon is over. I mean, he hit the 2 biggest shots of the game to win it for them, AP. So Brunson has literally done absolutely nothing this season to make me, 1, doubt him, or 2, think that he's having a bad season. Why did my timer tick all the way down? I had it perfectly set up. 36 seconds to go, y'all. Brunson's got it inbounded. We got 9 seconds on the shot clock. Brunson gets it into Towns. Fakes the handoff. Towns hits Brunson, come back door. Flips up the floater. Can't get it to go down. He's looking for a foul. And Boomwall with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Gets it over to Cam Johnson, being guarded by Hart. Johnson spinning, coming to his right. And a timeout for the Nets. 23 seconds to go. It's the Nets' last timeout. If I'm the Nets, I'm going for a 3 here. Right? So the Knicks have to be prepared for that. I mean, why not? If I'm the Brooklyn Nets, why do I want to go to an overtime? Right? Let me chuck up this 3. D'Angelo Russell, Cam Johnson. We got good, tough 3-point shooters. I'm chucking up a 3 here and trying to go home. AB said, last year, Jalen Brunson was death coming for souls. I mean, he still might be. He's averaging like 34 points over the last 7 games, AP. Like, like he didn't start off last year doing that, man. Like, that was second half of the year stuff when everybody went out with the injuries. That was like February and on. He didn't even really do that in January. That was February, the faded January that we all love. That month where they went 14-2. That was like February and on, where he was like, okay, I got to put the team on my back. We're not in February yet. As the season ramps in and playoff time and like gut check time and like, yeah, we got to win every single game time comes around, I'm not worried about Jalen Brunson one bit. Chi said, I can see you a mile away, Russell for 3. Oh, man. So the Nets will inbound it. They have 23 seconds on the game clock, 16 seconds on their shot clock. So make or miss, unless they get it off an offensive rebound, the Knicks will have time to respond if they do make a shot here. I hope they don't. Lock down defensively, Knicks. Russell's going to inbound it. Gets it over to Claxton. Hand it off to Russell. Achua switches onto him. They show two. Gets it over to Cam Johnson. Puts it up. Off the back rim. Long rebound. Josh Hart comes flying in. And a timeout from the Knicks. And that should be the nail in the coffin. Got a decent look at it. Presses Achua. Fantastic effort to contest the Cam Johnson three. It was a deep straightaway three. Josh Hart does what he always does. Comes flying in out of nowhere and snatches a rebound. He had no business. Where does the three-point shot goes up? Josh Hart is near the half-court line and then comes flying in towards the paint to grab the rebound. Talk about a guy who just wants it more than everybody else in the game. My man, Josh Hart. My man, Josh Hart. Hey, Hazy, Josh is insane. I mean, he went skying for that rebound. That is not his responsibility at all to go grab. I mean, it's everybody's responsibility to go grab the rebound, of course. But, like, he was defending the action up top with Precious Achua. They switched it. They passed the ball to Cam Johnson real quick. He chucks up a straightaway three. Achua, good job to recover and contest it well. Cam Johnson, just a great shooter. Just misses it slightly, a little too strong, off the back rim. Bounces high into the air because it was a deep three. And Josh Hart just busts his butt down into the paint and says, give me that rebound because we got to win this game. No offensive rebounds for you guys. And then calls a timeout before he falls out of bounds. Just crazy. Crazy. So finally, this game should be over. All the Knicks have to do is inbound it. The Nets will likely look to foul right away. There's only 12 seconds on the game clock unless they look to double team in the backcourt. Knicks got to watch out for that as well. I like the substitution from Tom Thibodeau, though. He put out Precious Achua and told them switch everything. We had a lineup of Anunoby, Josh Hart, Brunson, Achua, and Josh Hart. And Bridges. And the Knicks come out with the same five, except Towns is in. They throw it in the backcourt to Josh Hart. And then Martin ends up fouling it with 9 seconds to go in the game. Josh Hart, knock down both your free throws, please. Needs to be both. Needs to be both. Mark, are we in the bonus? We were not in the bonus. Well, are we in the bonus? No, it's going to be another side out of bounds. Unless we are in the bonus. No. They had a foul to give. So they got to inbound it one more time. They get it in the Brunson. Brunson, they show a trap. And then Russell pushes Brunson out of bounds. Russell is upset, saying he didn't foul him. But it's going to send Brunson to the foul line for 2 free throws. Please knock down both of your free throws. Now they put up that they're in the bonus, Mark. TNT scoreboard sucks. Now they put up that they're in the bonus. They could have signified that to us earlier, though. At least the commentators could have signified that to us early. Rudy Pooty, what's up, Rudy? I appreciate you, Rudy. I really do, man. So Brunson's at the foul line for 2 free throws. He has to knock down both of them. If he hits one of them, it's still a 1-possession game. It's a 3-point shot away from overtime. So got to hit both of them, JB. Hit them in the clutch. They've been talking down on your free throw shooting, JB. He knocks down the first one. Make them when you need to make them. Now knock down this next one, put the nail in the coffin, and this game will be over. Brunson's at the foul line. He knocks down both of them. The Nets got to go the full length of the court. They don't have a timeout. They get it into Keon Johnson. He's going to pull it up to 3. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Achua with the rebound. And that's going to end it. So it's way more stressful than it needed to be. A lot uglier than it should have been. But the Knicks pulled out the W. So a win is a win is a win. They scored under 100 points and they got the win. They did not play well pretty much majority of the game. It was a super ugly game till the end. That fourth quarter was horrific, but they pulled out the win, right? I'm not going to complain too much about tonight's game. Nobody really played well overall. Towns still struggling with his perimeter shot with the hurt hand, whatever's going on there. And Brunson didn't have anything going. Anunoby was more of a play finisher, had an open three in that fourth quarter, missed it. Bridges was off tonight. Josh Hart did Josh Hart things, as he always does, but, we just needed somebody to step up, and really nobody stepped up tonight. And the Knicks just kind of grinded it out at the end. This is an ugly game, but you gotta win ugly games, right? I'm not going to harp too much on it because they definitely did not want to show up to play this game against the Brooklyn Nets. It's the second night of a back-to-back, number one. And number two, it's the Brooklyn Nets. They don't take the Brooklyn Nets seriously. This is a bad team, this Brooklyn Nets team. They just played down to their competition. But you pulled it out. It is what it is. And we move on. We have a nice 3-day break now. No game Wednesday, no game Thursday, no game Friday. So for the next Knicks game, if you guys only tune in for the Knicks, and I know a lot of you guys only tune in for the Knicks because when I do other games, very few of you show up. But the next time the Knicks play is Saturday. So we have the rest of the work week here to just sort of rest and relax away from the Knicks. Saturday they play the Sacramento Kings in the Garden. Our next 3 games this month, our last 3 games this month, last 3 remaining games this month, all in Madison Square Garden. Sacramento first, then Memphis, then Denver. 3 tough games. 3 tough Western Conference teams come to the Garden. Got to defend home court. As for tomorrow's game, community post will go up to determine what we're going to end up watching tomorrow. I'll put up 4 games. You guys know my opinion on it. We went through them. But whatever the community decides is the game we will end up watching. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Special thanks to my man Jose with the very generous super chat, and to my man Rishi Rich for also a very generous super chat. Appreciate y'all. I really, really do. But I guess that's going to be it. Disappointing night of basketball. We knew it wasn't going to be a good, entertaining game, but still, pull out the victory, and that's all we're going to ask for. So I appreciate you guys. 25-26. Susan, AP, K. Hazy, Mark, Karen, Astra, Jose, Ronnie Saunders, Mike, Yvette, Rishi Rich, AP, Omar, Charlie, and everybody. If I didn't list you, Sire Love, Lionel Monis, appreciate you guys. Sire Love said, I hate the fact that New York plays at a speed that feels to be dictated by the opponent. I mean, the Knicks like to play slow. They're one of the slowest paced teams in the league. Most teams like the run. But I will tell you, once you get into the playoffs, the pace is always slow, which is part of the reason why the Knicks like to play slow, because they're more geared toward being a playoff team. And hopefully it pays dividends for them to the end, but time will tell. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. If not, I'll see you guys the next day. If not, I'll see you guys the next day. And if not, I will definitely see you guys Saturday for the Knicks game. Because, of course, we do games every single day of the week, whether the Knicks play or not. So if the Knicks aren't playing, like they aren't for the remaining of the week, we got some other basketball to watch anyway. There's good hoops on every night. So I'd appreciate if you guys join me for those games. But I appreciate you guys. I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Remember to stay hydrated, get a good night's sleep, and brush your teeth before bed. That's important. That's very important. But I appreciate you guys. I'm out. Good night, everybody. Bye.